All right. I've pushed out the announcement to X, formerly known as Twitter. Look, that's all I'm going to say, okay? Look, we all know what handbasket that's going into and where the handbasket might be going. Like it's more important that it is going into a handbasket.
Is the handbasket even made by hand?
No, that's the thing.
Who cares where it's going? It can go to hell!
For all I care. Well, look, we're living in hell world. I've been ignoring my kid for 15 minutes talking about how we're living in hell world. Hi, Lopsy Wopsy. Thanks for subscribing, and I'm glad you got to see the show. We're gonna start strong for you today. So, all right. I wanted to play for you this multi-cart because not even because there's any particularly good games on it. It's the Sega Genesis after all, but I just think the menu screen music for this is pretty dope.
Yeah.
So let's start it up and we'll get some controllers out just as a formality, basically. But I really want you to hear this song because I can't find it online. This is the only way for me to show it to you. Oh my God. All right. I'm not going to start a new joint. We have plenty of joints at home. This one might not burn very well, but we'll find out. It's just in here and it's like, wow, this is like a perfectly good one. What's wrong with it? Well, we'll see. Welcome to Thingus. Oh, good. You kept your headphones on. I'm going to turn the volume up on this just a bit. The most aesthetic big number in one screens you've ever seen. Absolutely, right? It's beautiful. Like this woman looking desirefully at the planet Earth from space. At two planet Earths, actually. So this shit's not over yet.
No, I can tell.
All right, that might have been all of it.
Yeah, sounds like that was the loop.
All right. What do you think?
I think I'm gonna play some Genesis.
Do you think it goes?
With the song?
Yeah.
Goes where? to
my
hell in a handbasket?
Well, yes. Just like the website that shall not be named by what's his face. That's me typing. When I say those things, that's how fast I type it.
Yeah.
I'm reading the words in my mind, like, to hell and a handbasket. And you can just hear like a small voice like, Mommy, Mommy, help, Mommy, Mommy, I need your help, Mommy.
Like Steve Weeby's kid while he's playing Donkey Kong.
Wipe my butt.
Ways to ignore your child in 2023. Complain about X, the website. On X, the website.
Okay, all right. Look, that is true. A lot of people are struggling with the mental illness that X the website causes while using it. Absolutely. Counterpoint. Things ain't going well on Blue Sky. Not going well on Blue Sky, folks.
Yeah, I'm not even on it.
People are blowing up there at a staggering pace.
What do you mean?
They're getting too horny. Gone. They're having the wrong opinions. Out of here. If anybody does anything stupid on there, or even like a little annoying, they are publicly executed in town square.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, X the website, well, you know, it used to be called, well, I can't even remember.
No, it's been too long. I haven't really, it's been X for longer, like much like The Simpsons has been bad for longer than it was ever good. We've been living in X world now for much longer than whatever the fuck it used to be called.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I haven't been on it. Well, I guess that's a lie because I still check up on certain people and topics using the website.
Yeah. So, but what do you refuse to log in when you do it?
Well, I'm not a very good tweeter. I'm kind of a bad tweeter. I kind of spend all of my time seething over things that have nothing to do with my life.
Yeah, no, it's been so good for you to not tweet. I
Yes.
must say a marked improvement in your quality of life. I can tell.
I think so.
Yes. It's not good for you specifically. Like
Yeah.
all I tweet is I basically just tweet hype and like retweets and shit at this point. You know, I talk to people who like my work once in a while, especially, you know, if they talk to me, I'll like respond to them. But for the most part, I'm just like, hey guys, this is what I'm doing. Bye-bye. And I do that like a couple times a week. I do not utilize it in any other way.
Yeah.
And that is just like a matter of necessity. I simply can't allow into my life the kind of like, the kind of emotional investment that website demands of you to represent yourself in a certain way and align yourself with, you know, all the other people who are playing this MMORPG with you of being great and correct every day. And I don't know that I don't know that it's good for anybody, but it's absolutely not good for you or me.
No, I mean, I don't think it's good for anybody successful on Twitter. Like Trump. Like, I think of Trump as like one of the biggest Twitter persons ever. Like, he was there pretty early, and
Yeah.
he also like built most of his like supporter base off of Twitter. You know, I know he had Fox News and Facebook too, but like I feel like Twitter was his primary way of consolidating power.
The president who tweets, yeah.
Yeah, the only president who ever tweets.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But
sometimes it's really him.
But like, you don't ever want to be him, right? He's insane. He's unhappy. He's like the angriest person on Twitter.
Right, you wouldn't want to be him. Just because he successfully became president doesn't mean you would want to be him.
Yeah. No, I would not switch places with him ever. Like with all the like, you know, supposed success he has, like, you know, it's kind of his image to be.
Well, what is success? Like, you know, we obviously, like, we've had many years to like absorb this idea, right? That there's just like, you know, a gaping empty hole at the, you know, at the end of whatever the fuck the people with the most money in this world are chasing, right?
Yeah.
That having that mind is just like having a black hole that sucks you and everybody near you into it.
Yeah.
That's not my preference when I think about what I would like to do with this one life that I have. I don't want to pursue whatever is at the end of that mind. I don't know how. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
You have to be terribly afflicted. I can't comprehend these things. I'm far too high and too like, I don't know. My fucking priorities are different is really what it comes down to. And being too high. Those two things together make me different from billionaires, is what I'm saying. This music sucks compared to the original. Well, I don't know if the NES version is the original, but I think the NES version has really excellent music.
No, you're right. I agree. This version is not as good, but I do think this one has better graphics, so I was interested in seeing it.
It looks just as fun. It does have better graphics. There's like a fucking mountain range in the distance there. But I love the sound effects and I love the physics of the NES version.
Yeah.
Everything Super Nintendo's a little softer, a little looser with the hitbox, you know? Like everything on NES is so crisp and clean.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is like too sharp, and Super Nintendo is like too dull, and Nintendo is like crispy.
Yeah. It's crispy.
The music in that sounded like they developed the game for the NES, right?
Right. Exactly.
This sounds like they just ported it and got the best they could.
Yeah, I think so. I think the game was developed for the NES. If not, I would be very surprised because the NES just seems perfect to me. Like they didn't have to compromise on anything.
Well, I mean, compared to this version, there's like so many more colors in this.
Yeah.
I guess the game is pretty much the same though, so far.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. But it's not crispy.
It's not crispy. It's like slippery.
The pause music in the NES version is unmatched. Good call. Let's listen to that pause music. Yeah, the cutscenes look exactly the same. Where is it?
There's nothing?
Oh, no, this level doesn't have it, I don't think.
Oh, really?
Well, it better still be in this game. That fucking pause music, are you kidding me? If the pause music is not in this game, we're gonna have a fucking revolt in here.
Well,
like, I will be so gobstopped at what a bad decision that is. And like, how distinctive my version of this game is from like, this is just an inferior product. Whoever got this got fucking ripped off.
Well, yeah, I always thought, you know, this is probably controversial, but like I think the Super Nintendo sounded much better than the Genesis. You know, like I said, it has like a dull sound compared to this, but it works better.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's a little more kiddie with the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
This has a little more of a rock and roll crunch to it.
Yeah, it's sort of guitar-ish.
Yeah, so again, you could make games that are more for boys on Genesis, right?
Maybe. Well, Sonic games sound good because that was definitely developed with that in mind, right?
Yeah, that it would have cool music. Yeah. No, I remember hearing it and thinking that it made Nintendo sound kind of a little more for babies.
Yeah.
And there was always this perception that Nintendo was a toy, because when the NES was first released, arcades looked so much better than it already. And it just looked like little baby video games from another time because it looked like old games.
Yeah.
Except they were like nothing you'd ever seen before in terms of quality. But it's like kind of hard for us to imagine now. Like wouldn't it kind of be like if every new game that came out that people were really, really interested in looked like Final Fantasy X?
What?
Like,
what
okay,
if every game...
All right. Maybe I'm doing this math wrong. Like, okay, no, it's not that many years. It's not that many years. The arcades were only a few years ahead of Nintendo, but during those years of development, like from the 80s to the 90s, like so much about video games was changing every year. So like Nintendo's little upgrades were always behind what you could expect to find at an arcade or on a computer, right? So there were like much more sophisticated like PC games and arcade games being made than Nintendo could ever keep pace with graphically, right?
I guess so, yeah. That pretty much goes for every point, right? They were always lower powered than some of their competitors.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, it's true, right? Like Atari games must have seemed like dog shit compared to the arcade version, right?
Yeah.
I always wondered about why the Neo Geo wasn't more successful. The thing is, I didn't know about it, so it may have been a marketing issue. Or maybe it was too expensive for my parents. What did the Neo Geo cost?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking the person in the chat who is talking about why, like wondering why Neo Geo didn't take off like the Nintendo and the Sega. Cost $500. Well, there you go. There's no way the NES cost $500 when it was new.
Okay, so that was like a console that let you play arcade games?
Yeah, it let you play like awesome looking Neo Geo games. I think Mike has it. Somewhere in here.
There's no pause music at all.
I'm all right. Fucking fuck this. Like you are supposed to hear that throughout the entire, like on loop every time you pause the game. So like this is the sound that your mother hears when she's cleaning the house all day long. All fucking afternoon she's cleaning the house.
Well, they probably figured get rid of that because it's annoying.
It's awesome is what it is. It's like how when you pause Super Mario 2, it gives you the bass line. You get a little groove version of it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right?
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the music that when you're in the kitchen getting snacks, mom is just listening to the entire time because you've got the game paused for like 15 minutes.
I do sort of agree with your assessment that this version of this game is awful. So I'm gonna turn it off.
Oh yeah, no, let's say goodbye to this. I just wanted to play that intro music because I thought it was cool.
Okay.
Do we want to play another game that has an awesome song before we like actually play a game?
Like what? I mean, I think the Turtles music is awesome.
Okay. All right. Do we want to jump right into Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
All right. Let's play some Ninja Turtles. Okay, here's a little bit about the Sega sound processor. The problem with the Sega sound processor GEMS, is that developers were never trained how to really use it and had a lot of games that had a fast turnaround. There were people who absolutely mastered it, though. The soundtrack to the Genesis version of Demolition Man is one of my favorites, as well as the Power Rangers movie game. Could we get to any of that shit if we just like fired up the game real quick?
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, we don't have to do it right now, but like at some point tonight, we should give that a chance.
Okay.
Hopefully this controller works. Last time we couldn't get it to work, and I have not
really?
spent any time figuring out why that was. We'll see.
Where's the Turtles game?
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that NES music is so much better.
Oh yeah, and then da, 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 and it's just like some pixels trying to destroy you, just like a virus of the air trying to destroy you. Yeah, our mother was probably exactly my age when she was cleaning the house, listening to Battletoads.
Would we just like put it on, pause, and then leave it there for an hour?
For an hour, yeah. Yeah, because like you gotta go eat or something, and mom can't convince you to turn it off, so like you just pause it, and it's just, or you're just on because you're just playing and doing something else, and eventually mom comes in the room and she's like, "Are you still playing the game or not?"
And the whole time for like 15 minutes it's been going.
To our mother who clothes us and feeds us. Okay. Did we want to try the Konami code? I'm still not having any luck connecting this controller. Maybe I need to. No, I'm not getting a reaction from this controller.
Oh no.
No.
Fuck.
Oh fuck. Fuck.
Wait, but like that's player 2.
Maybe. I mean, you can give it a shot. You can try it out. Maybe, yeah. Maybe you have to open both controllers. No. Try some shit.
Did you hit start?
Yeah, there's no reaction at all. I'm like really straining here.
But you hit start.
I did?
I heard something.
That was you.
No, I'm controlling this.
Do we have another NES controller there? There might be another one. There's Famicom. Those probably don't connect. I think so. Yeah, I think they're hardwired. But we should play that shit one day. Yeah, give it a shot. Otherwise, yeah, that'll be a bummer if we can't play co-op.
Okay.
Like scraping my fingers.
That hit start.
It did?
All I did was press the D-pad.
You could check like if there's any like turbo shit on it.
There's like a switch that's not labeled.
Yeah, it's not labeled. I don't know what the fuck it does. Oh, for some reason I was like, are there voices in this?
It's like walking by itself. Get off. Get off.
Oh, it's walking by itself?
Yeah. Yeah, now it's not walking at all.
Shit.
Wait. Okay. It's like the switch makes different things happen.
Oh,
I
man.
don't know what the switch does. It's also like sort of not labeled. This is what it looks like. All right. Do you want to do something else?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
Bummer. That's what Michelangelo would say. Yo, this sounds great though. This song?
Man, oh, sorry. I didn't even hear it, and I turned it off.
We'll do it. We'll do it again properly soon. We'll have to fix the controller somehow.
What else?
Okay. See.
There's Tiny Toons.
Yeah, you wanna play Tiny? Is that one? That's just one player.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's play another Tiny Toons game. We played Buster Bust Loose a few weeks ago. We can try this one. Pretty good game, I gotta say. I'm thinking about it.
What, Buster Bust Loose?
Buster Bust Loose, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Konami was they were kind of great, weren't they?
For sure. Gonna fucking burn my face off.
Yeah, this was one of those games that we kept at our luxurious mansion in West Hampton Beach, New York.
Oh my God. Yes,
Our
our
$3
Hamptons.
billion mansion on the beach.
Oh, I was so sad when Mommy sold that. It was such a bummer.
Mother sold that?
Oh, she didn't tell
She
you?
didn't mention that to me at all. I guess.
Well, have you phoned her?
I guess we got the game. That's all
Have
I
you-
wanted.
Jonathan, have you phoned her?
Well, not recently. Why?
Well, you'd better telephone Mother right away and find out about the Hamptons house.
Oh, I'm sorry. What the fuck is happening with this controller?
What is happening with the control?
I don't know. Is this thing like causing it to?
Oh, maybe, yeah, just unplug it completely. It's wreaking havoc on our lives. Sorry, I will read the chat in just a second. Let me see what's going on there.
Yeah, I don't want this one to be another doomed game.
For your last birthday. Okay, so this story, it takes place recently. Very interesting. For my last birthday, I rented out a video store that had a micro theater in the back and watched the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie with friends. I had one friend who'd never seen it who was baffled that something like that got made then and was thinking about it for weeks. All right, so where's this beautiful place you went for your birthday? I have to know where this place is. What a cool experience it gave to you and your friends. Oh man, never a good sign when the music is the theme song. Never a good sign.
What do you mean? That's pretty much any game like this. That's like a game based off of something, right?
Well, you put it in the title, but like in the levels, if it's got like we're tiny, we're toony, like that's not the music in the game in the TV show either. It doesn't play that during the show.
I think it's worse if it was playing this in the title screen too.
Yeah. It played right. That's true. I mean, that's 10 times worse, right? When it plays the title music, da, 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 and then you press a button and it gets to level 1. Da, 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 but no, it starts over. It doesn't continue the song. It just starts over. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 and you go through like 3 menu screens, da, 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 and then you finally start the level. Da, 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 da,
Yeah, it's
da,
about
da,
to start
da,
over
da,
right
da.
now again. There it is.
Right, every time you have to hear da 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 da.
Oh my god, I forgot how dramatic the death was in this.
Whammy in LA, that sounds beautiful. I'm definitely going there when I go back to LA. Never saw it again because you never hung out there again. I remember those games where there was one golden day when I played that game at a friend's house and I never hung out with that friend again.
Fuck.
You know what I'm talking about, dude? Like
What game?
like there are games in your memory that one fine day you ended up at some kid's house that had that game. And you fucking played that game one time.
What game are we talking about?
Well, well, an example. I'm laying this out as a broad category. I feel like there's something.
How many
to
times
it.
did that happen?
Oh, a few times. Okay, like it's not like all right. So it's not like every time it was that I never spoke to this person again. A lot of the time it was just like, you know, maybe I was at a party and I'd never be over again, or like I never felt like I could play that game because my friend never wanted to play it.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't have the nerve to ask to borrow it. So there's like games like that, like Final Fantasy II. By the time I really, really wanted Final Fantasy II, it was impossible to find. And I would go over to a friend's house who had it. And I was there all the time. I hung out with her all the time. She didn't fucking want to play Final Fantasy II. She did not give a shit about that game. Don't know why it was at her house. She did not care. She played very few video games to begin with. And when she did, it was like, you know, the pretty standard family games like Mario Kart and stuff like that. It was just there in her house. She knew a tiny bit about it, but it didn't seem that she'd ever gotten very far in it. She knew that the main character's name was Cecil, which like I knew because of the internet. And I really, really wanted to check that fucking game out. But at that point, I was probably like 13, and I was embarrassed to seem like I wanted to play it a lot. So I didn't have the nerve to just like ask her to let me borrow it.
Yeah.
I'm sure she would have lent it to me. She wouldn't have given a shit. Don't know.
Did you want to switch to that?
No, you play, but maybe I will put it on at some point since we don't have an agenda now. Yeah, we'll do a little Final Fantasy II. I've only ever played it in my adult life. I played it, I started playing it a couple of months ago and I'm almost finished. So maybe I'll fire that up tonight if we can't get Ninja Turtles going. Oh man. This game's cool. Oh my god. This game's cool. There's a talking. This game is kind of a power fantasy. Like you get all these cool skills in these games and you move really fast. I forgot this game was fun.
It's like there's a bunch of good NES games that were just made by like Capcom and Konami, and it was good stuff.
It's good stuff.
They're real games, even though they're like they're like based on some stupid show from America.
Yes, but it's like a legit platformer, you know?
Yeah, this game's not bad. I remember the graphics being pretty good. It's not too far off from the Super Nintendo game.
No, they kind of made the Super NES sprite look like this, right?
Yeah. Oh, I never thought about it. Is it the same sprite?
It looks very similar, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing it now.
I forgot all about this game, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I played it all the time.
It looks like you can do like a dash if you go fast enough.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do a little Mario P-Wing jump.
Oh, is that POW, like a P-Wing thing?
I don't know, but to get into a run, yeah, like you get into a run the way
Just
Mario
run
gets
you
into
to
a run.
death. Yeah.
Anyway, other games other than Final Fantasy II that happened. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Manhattan Project. You remember that one?
You played that at a friend's house and then you never spoke to them again?
No, I just I went over his house a little more after that, but like it never came out. Like he never wanted to play it.
Yeah.
I was always just like,
And that was a game we didn't own. Oh,
yeah.
What do you call this a continue? All right, let's keep going.
All right. All right. Where are we at now?
We could play Disney's Aladdin for Super Nintendo or Disney's Aladdin for Genesis, which are completely different games.
Two different games. Um, let's see.
What about Castlevania 3?
If you want, yeah. I might watch for now.
Okay.
These games are too scary for me. You heard it here first. Castlevania, too scary for me. I feel like a Castlevania might have contained a child scaring event at some point for me.
This game?
It's kind of like Vampire Hunter D, right?
I don't know.
Right? Help me out, everyone. Is Castlevania kind of like Vampire Hunter D? Are we talking about what are they called? The creatures who are like part vampire? Dampiers, maybe? It's about them and their cursed life and their mission. That's pretty much it? Help me out. Vampire Hunter DDD. This looks cool. I've never seen this game for real. This looks great. Okay. Oh my god, this is so fucking dopey. I love that there are families of people who are good at hunting vampires.
Yeah, well, there's like all the games take place in different centuries, but it's all people related to like the protagonists of the other games.
Ah. That rules.
Yeah, Trevor Belmont. This is not the guy from the first Castlevania.
What a story.
Oh my god, I loved Castlevania when I was 15. Like I was obsessed with Castlevania games. There was one for the Game Boy Advance called Aria of Sorrow. That game was really good. And this game we had since it came out in 1990, but at that time I got into this game and actually got past like and like, you know, you I got past a few levels. It's like a few levels in, I'm like, oh my god, I love this music.
Wow. Oh, you're kind of a macho dude in this.
Yeah, look how angrily I go up the stairs, so everyone knows I'm mad.
Oh, but you're gonna.
I go down the stairs.
You're gonna fucking get Dracula though. You're going after Dracula, right?
Yeah, I gotta kill Dracula. That's every Castlevania game, right?
Is it?
I guess so. Dracula lives forever, so you always have to kill him again.
So are you always Simon Belmont or someone from his family?
No, sort of, I guess. Maybe not always. I don't know if Soma Cruz from Aria of Sorrow is related to the Belmonts. He's like Japanese, although I think, you know, the twist might be that he's related to them. I don't remember.
Okay.
The story isn't that memorable. I feel like what's great about these games is the aesthetics, like this art and music.
Yes, this looks beautiful.
Yeah, this was the only Castlevania game we ever had, but I haven't really played the others, but I just like this one. And this was this also a Konami game? Who makes these games?
I think it is Konami, yes.
Yeah.
This is before the Castlevania Twink era. Oh, I see. Simon got a new look. I just don't know. Like, I can't visualize what this guy looks like in my head.
What guy? This character?
Yes.
I mean, well, I don't know. Like, I feel like the Captain Ed show also had like a really like different take on what Simon looked like. They put him in like a ski outfit. When he's supposed to be like this guy from hundreds of years ago. I mean, I don't know what he's supposed to look like, but not that, I guess.
Yeah. But they kind of took some liberties.
I mean, that's fine, especially when his sprite looks like this.
I mean, you know, video games are just like iterating on, like sequels are just iterating on the same idea forever. You know?
Yeah.
Unless they stray from the original premise, but I feel like, you know, if you want to try some shit like that, change the aesthetic, that's a one of the changes you can make when you're, you know, in that process of making sequels out of a game.
Yeah.
Do people see games as one body of work though, or is that just like a few people see it that way?
You mean all the Castlevania games as one body of work?
Yes.
It's a bad guy.
Oh. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh fuck. Oh man, that looks awesome.
I'm dead.
God damn, this looks so cool. Like the frame rate on that walk, so good. Sorry you didn't kill him though. Dude, Alucard or Radical, dude. I don't know anything about this. I'm sorry to say. But I'm happy to be appreciating it right now.
All right, I think just don't go over there. Yeah. Hey, okay, I can do this. Oh my god, he's screaming in agony.
That rules. Cool, like really driving songs.
Driving songs?
Yeah, you know, like that they've got a driving beat to them. Like they get you pumped. Oh, nice map.
Okay, so they let you choose which way to go.
Oh.
I'm gonna go up
Cool.
to the gears.
Oh man. A good game with a map. What's better? What's better than a good game with a map? Like, you know, we've talked about this idea before that, like, when I walk into a room where like boys are playing video games, it's just a map, right?
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah, like Solstice, you pause it, it's a map,
It's-
like a
yeah.
scroll.
yeah, but like every time
Metroid, yeah, other Castlevania games, definitely, not the old ones like these.
yeah, I feel like more games than ever have a map.
Is that bothering you?
No, it doesn't bother me. It's just, it's funny. It's funny in the same way that like every time I walk in in the room, and Mike is watching he's watching some movie that exists in the Marvel cinematic universe. There's just some pink guy that I'm expected to know who it is, and I know now I know now who the pink guy is. For years I didn't, but there's other people. I come in and they just got weird looking heads, or their colors are their color is neon green, but we're supposed to take the scene really seriously. One of them is dying in another one's arms, and I come in and it's supposed to be the saddest part of the movie, and I have no idea who these people are and why I'm supposed to feel empathy for them because they are so fucking funny looking.
No. Okay, that was a little confusing. See if I can do that.
Wait, what was I comparing this to? Right, walking in on a game with a map is just you play the game and you so intimately understand that map. You have such you've spent so many hours with that map.
Oh my god. And the maps on games just get bigger and bigger. GTA 3 and then GTA 4 is a huge step up. And then Breath of the Wild and then Elden Ring. The maps get more and more epic over time. Imagine, this is a little bit scary. I know this game is also a little bit scary and this might be a little bit scary, but imagine your man just getting taken by a game, just into the TV screen for 400 hours. Jumanji just took his life away.
Right, and he's there on an adventure that lasts a year, but when he comes back, he's been sitting there for 4 hours.
Yeah.
He hasn't been sitting there for no time has gone by at all. No, he's been there for most of my afternoon, and I'm starting to be pretty pissed off about it. I thought you said we were gonna fucking do something tonight. Glad you're having fun tonight, but did you still want to do something or not? Did you just blow me off for this tonight? No? Okay, well, it's still early enough that I'm not mad. That's the amount of time that you're actually in that adventure inside the video game, Jumanji style, before you come back again.
Yeah. Well, that's good that it could apparently work like a hyperbolic time chamber. You can absorb 400 hours in 4 hours.
Right. But it's still, that's still way too much of your afternoon. Let's be real.
How long should a game take up of your time?
20 hours. Max. It should not take longer to play than a novel takes to read.
But what if you want to play it for a really long time?
Well, then the game should be able to expand horizontally for you, whatever the fuck way it would scale for people who want to do that. But there should be a version of your game that can easily be played in under 20 hours. And I don't think that's a thing.
You mean you think that a game will demand more and more than 20 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I remember some of my favorite RPGs, like Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. They do hard shit to you. They make you go on a stupid fetch quest where you backtrack through the whole game.
No.
And there was no point. It's well, now I don't really feel like finishing it.
Don't feel like finishing it. No. I just, yeah, I don't, I think past 20 hours, you must be wasting people's time. I played some I've played a couple of modern story games, and I found them to be dry and really wasting your time with the shallow content of every cutscene.
I think you have to nowadays, especially since people don't have people have so many games to get through. People have so many things to play. You have to be respectful of that when you design a game. I can feel there may have been a time, or maybe we're in a time where people want really long cutscenes, they're watching a 100-hour movie. But yeah, I don't like that. I'm not interested in that.
No. No. But like with a movie, yeah, with a movie, like there's no movie that needs to be more than 2 hours long. And yet they are longer than that a lot of the time. But like whatever you can say in a movie, like you know, people trying to expand the content of a movie into like an entire season of television.
Yeah.
That shit's never worth it. Just like you get to like sit with the mood of the movie for like 20 hours.
Well, yeah, like I was thinking about how they made like a Lord of the Rings series, but like also Lord of the Rings the movies, if you like have all the like extended everything's, it's like a series in length already.
Right. Oh yeah, the Lord of the Rings movies, yeah. Well, yeah, unfortunately that seems to be like what people are fucking going for. But those 3 Lord of the Rings movies were very special.
Yeah.
Not many people make some shit that long that's good. I don't know, serialized movies, I don't want to get into it. Yeah, I don't want to get into it. It's just too much. There's just too much. There's too much of everything.
That was kind of that to knock me there.
Yeah, right? Oh, come on. Man, great environments. So like colorful and fun.
Yeah, a lot of these Konami games we've been playing, I think, have really good graphics. They get so many colors into a scene.
Yeah, seriously, that looks great. Looks awesome, guys. Great job.
Yeah,
Fuck,
I feel like all of these games said 1990 on them.
Yeah, it did say 1990. Look at this shit.
Yeah, this is sick.
This is Castlevania 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never in my life seen this game.
Really? Oh, wow. I guess I remember playing this game as a kid when I had the NES in my room. So yeah. Nobody watched me play this.
No, we didn't play this at home. Yeah. We never got games like this.
No, we had this game.
Do we?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We have it. Our family from when we were kids still has this game.
I mean, I said had.
Yeah.
We had.
I don't
this
remember. I guess I just never played it.
Game. Yeah. Well, we had it the whole time.
Well, blow me down.
Well, Artie probably played it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I was just not interested in boys' games. I mean, I was interested in lots of boys' games, just not this one.
Yeah. I mean, this is a difficult game.
Yeah.
I'm having a lot of trouble with it now. Nintendo games were really hard.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was like part of their value, wasn't it? That like you thought maybe if a game wasn't taking up enough of your time,
yeah,
that it might not be worth it.
Right.
It's too easy, it's, you know, too short. This is only level 2.
Yeah, it looks awesome so far. How many levels do you think there are?
I don't know. Probably like 10. No, this happens all the time.
No.
start all the way over here again. I don't know what that thing is, but it gives you more whip.
It's like Mickey Mouse capades kind of stuff.
Did they make this? Did they make that?
Did Konami make Mickey Mouse capades? Probably
That was Capcom.
Yeah.
They did all the Disney ones.
Yeah.
Do we have that?
Yep, we do.
We should play a Mickey Mouse
I
game.
think we do have Mickey Mouse capades.
But maybe we should get a second controller first before we do that.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna have to update.
Is
the
that even
text here.
two-player?
Mickey Mouse capades?
No,
it is. It's like weird co-op mode where
Okay.
Minnie has a little agency, but not a lot.
Uh,
You can kind of drag Mickey along with you a little bit. Yeah, this clockwork wheel segment seems very difficult. Oh, do you fucking clip through the floor?
no, I like jumped through the stairs.
No.
You can't do that.
Man, it really teaches
Asshole
you.
paid ya.
Yeah. Can we get you doing that again in that exact same voice? Like I hit a soundboard to hear that?
Yeah, sure.
I never played Mickey Mania. What was that? Mickey
I
Mania.
don't
What
think I
console was
did.
that?
I have no idea. Oops.
Oops. Here. Da-da-da-da.
We had Mickey Mousecapades. We had the Great Circus Mystery.
Oh, right.
Those were the Mickey Mouse games I remember.
Remember Epic Mickey?
Yeah.
And what was the other one before that? There was another one that's kind of epic. Where Mickey's like painted. Remember that?
Yeah, wasn't that Epic Mickey?
Was that Epic Mickey? I don't know. Just cool Mickey. And everyone was like, yeah, nice try, Disney. We're not falling for this shit. You're not gonna make Mickey cool for us. And like then like 2 years later, they just buy Kingdom Hearts for the next 20 years. We love it. Clapping like seals for Kingdom Hearts for decades. Disney was like, yes, we are going to sell this to you. Yeah, for the rest of your life. That's right.
Yeah, you've played one of the Kingdom Hearts games, right?
I played the first one
Okay.
on PS2, right? PS2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played a little of that. I didn't get too far in it. I thought the Game Boy Advance game was all right.
Okay.
It was like a card battling system. It was a little bit more interesting, I thought, than just like the usual hack and slash.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that. And it was like, it's like your favorite appearances by your favorite characters. Yeah, you know when I like my favorite characters? When they're in the story that they're from.
Yeah, what the fuck are they doing here? Wait, no, don't tell me, because it'll be boring.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking know why they're there. But they're there because you're treating them like intellectual property that you can wave around rather than a character that is brought to life within a story. And it's just like, here's some IP for you guys. Just tossing it all out like little playing cards all over your fucking game. And which, by the way, you paid for. This game should be free because it's nothing but advertising for everything they've ever fucking done. And
Oh my God.
instead, everyone pays full price for it every time. And and the characters, some of which are from movies that, yes, I cherish. I love and cherish. But they're not in that story right now. They're telling Sora how to open the Ruby Bridge and get to the next dungeon. Like, they're completely detached from the thing that they're from. I'm gonna get excited that Hades is in this game. Oh, did they get James Woods to do this? Nice. Wow. All right. Yeah, no, man. I love any chance I get to see Hades from Disney's Hercules. You know I'm there. How many of those have they made? 10?
I don't know, because they have like so many different ones. Like if you look on, don't even try. You go on Wikipedia, see list of Kingdom Hearts games. It's not just Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3. It's like Kingdom Hearts 1.13 1 Heart D. And it's like, okay, I guess there was like a Kingdom Hearts HD SD remix too. But with like Roman numerals too. Oh, like, no, wait, like, HD Ultra XD.
Oh my God. So this is like, if when I ask you how many are there, your answer is more than any number could ever be. That you're basically saying there are so many variants of it that it's impossible to know how many of them they've made.
Yeah, like you're going to be like, oh, I'll just go on Wikipedia and just like count all of these, but then you'll just like see that it like keeps going after one page, and you're like, uh-oh.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna sit around counting this shit, because some of these don't count for some reason, because they're just like a different localization of the same game, but like for some reason was released in different years and shit. Like it's just like they're procedurally generated. That's how many there are.
All I'm saying is there is a one that you're supposed to play, and this list is too complicated for me to figure out which one you're supposed to play.
Just play the first one and see if you like it. They wouldn't have made any more if that one wasn't the one.
I have played it, and not for that long. What a stupid fucking game. Like, it's so fucking... I remember, like, 60 years ago, Meredith telling me that Disney and Squaresoft were going to make a game, and I still don't believe you.
You still don't believe me.
I still don't believe it. It's not real. It's not a real game. Like, it's like, you know, I've made people mad before saying this, that like Kingdom Hearts is so stupid and hollow, because like they talked about how it was like important to them once, but like I don't know, I feel like those games and movies that it references are important, but Kingdom Hearts itself, I don't know. I think I will give the music a chance, because you were saying it's like...
Oh, right. The composer who did Mario Kart.
Yeah.
She composes for Kingdom Hearts. Yeah.
That's cool.
I would check, but I'm not going to listen to a fucking game soundtrack without playing the game.
I would.
Yeah, you're more into game soundtracks than me.
Yeah.
I like the old...
Yeah.
I like the ones that are either like really, really technically impressive, or ones that I just remember very fondly. I don't seek out a lot of game music. I just when it comes to game music, I think in context is where it really has the potential to have an impact.
Well, yeah, that's true. I'm mostly into game music that's from games I know. Although sometimes if I'm not very good at a game, I have to listen to the music that I would never hear otherwise. Or if in the case of Kingdom Hearts, I just don't feel like playing it because
play the game.
It insults me as a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Kingdom Hearts has its merits. Those Disney characters on the PlayStation, they look awesome. They look like the best translation to 3D you could hope for.
Of any of the Disney characters.
Yeah, and like, it's not going to look as good as that now, I think.
No.
Somehow.
No, because what, are they going to add more pores? If they can make it look like Eric Goldberg animated it in 2D, Then
Yeah.
I'd watch that shit, but they can't do that.
Yeah, they wouldn't. But like, also they shouldn't.
No. You're still here.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
I'm back here. It took all this time to get back here, but the Medusa heads will just like knock you right here.
I'm pretty sure I've seen the Kingdom Hearts kid at like Disney World, Disneyland. There's somebody in a costume there, like a Sora costume.
Okay.
At Disney World.
Oh my God, this is such ass. All right, let's just like, I give up.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Let's do something low pressure for a while. I want to play something stupid and easy.
Like what? Something for Super Nintendo because we have 2 controllers.
Yeah. I'll just do some Uniracers or some
Or we could play the Great Circus Mystery.
Oh yeah, sure. If that's 2-player.
Yeah, I think so.
Going to Disney World is Kingdom Hearts in real life. That is a good point, yeah.
Well, yeah, actually I should get on mic before this is on. Is it saved?
Wait. Oh no, I just had that on earlier. I was testing it out. You can That's very nice of you. Very considerate. Hell yeah. No, it's playing. I think.
Well, I might have pulled it out.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, it played the music for a long time, but then it didn't do anything.
It's probably fine if we just like reset it. Right?
Probably.
This one's kind of short. We take this one.
Okay.
Alright, this is
Thank you. Yeah, here we go. We did not get this before. Here we go. It's like so fucking deranged looking. I'm not like, oh, there we go. Wait. What the fuck? Confusing. Yeah, no, I know you guys are inseparable. The fucking like Disney font for every letter. So fucking over the top. Oh man, this feels great. Terrific controls.
Yeah, I'm already a fan. I realize I like the kind of platformers where you pick up and throw guys.
Oh yeah.
Like Yoshi and Mischief Makers and such.
And yeah, it's pretty consistent with Mickey's personality in those old Mickey Mouse cartoons where he would just like grab some farm animal and start playing it like a fucking instrument. So cruel. Bad little mouse.
These things are full of like spikes.
Oh shit.
Things killing us.
Oh. Yeah, controls feel great. I hate this circus though, man. Not a fan. Gotta fight a boss? Shit. You gonna throw guys at us? Oh, we gotta step on him. Boink. Blah. Nice. Just keep walking. Pete.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. What's the wise guy? I do the voices.
I don't know if I can do Donald's voice.
Yeah.
No, I've practiced, so I can't really get it.
Oh no. How do you form a word? How do you form a word while making that effort?
I don't know.
I don't know how he did it.
Can you do it?
No. I'm always just like, what's the big idea? Like, it's just like I put too much musicality into it.
Well, I feel like when I hear it, it's just like, how do you even do that? That like it just like sounds like the whole thing is coming out like.
It sounds like you're quacking the entire time you're talking.
Okay, now we have
Yay.
vacuums.
Oh man, just like me and Mike on a Friday night. On Friday night, this is what we look like, me and my husband. We're just like, I'm gonna get this place fucking clean. How do I suck with the vacuum?
It's the Y button.
Ugh. Those balloons still hurt.
What can we do with these blocks?
Ow. Youch. Oh, okay. There's nowhere to go.
I guess Mickey needs to lead.
Ugh. Fucking misogynist world of this game. Minnie, get it together. We have to be together. We can't go on without the other.
I guess not.
It's important husband and wife shit. I'm so charmed seeing them in those little outfits together.
Oops.
Can you take my lives?
I don't know.
I'm your husband, damn it. Take my life.
Let's press start.
Oh.
No. It says me press start.
Oh. Well, by all means.
I'm trying. It's like really stuck button.
Oh, there you are.
Yep.
Oh boy. Yeah, let's take his hair off. Ah. Nice. He's not gonna like being bald. Shit. Tricky. Come on, let me play. I think I can't come back during the boss fight.
I think that you have to wait.
Oh, you got him. Oh. Oh, shit. You just gotta splat him then. No, he's not doing well. Jeez. He's still got some fight in him. Wow, you really did it, Minnie. I'm proud of you, even though I'm not part of your life anymore. That's the funny thing about divorce. I want to talk to you about. You know, it's funny that there's an entire there's an entire Christmas song about how Batman sucks.
Yeah. You think that people they have that sentiment that Batman smells and Robin lay an egg and such?
Well, they must have at some point to write a song like that.
Well, do you think those people wouldn't still support Batman? If he caught the Joker, they wouldn't say good for him.
They wouldn't say good for him.
They wouldn't watch his movie.
They've given up on Batman. The people singing those songs are like the residents of Gotham City who've given up on him, who like the Joker has managed to turn against them. They're the people that are like, man, when did Batman last actually fucking save us? The guy smells. His assistant laid a fucking egg. His car's been broken down all week. And that guy he was going after, the Joker, he's still out there fucking with our lives. I have no more faith in this guy. Batman smells. And a Merry Christmas to you too.
Yeah, you always forget that's a Christmas song.
Why is it a Christmas song?
Well, because it's, I don't know. Maybe whatever the Joker did on Christmas became famous. And people were singing that instead of Jingle Bells.
Maybe there was a real Christmas of Batman. Like, we can't even comprehend. But there was a Christmas where Batman, like, people would not shut up about Batman that Christmas. And some kids got fucking sick of it. And right before winter break, they taught everyone the song.
Do you think people actually dislike Batman, or is it just like let's turn this song into something disrespectful?
I think for probably the last 3 or 4 decades, people have just like heard it and thought it was funny and have no opinion either way about Batman.
Yeah.
But there was a time when I believe the song was invented where some people were like, enough about this Batman guy already. What's so great about him? What's so great about him? I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Jingle bells, I love Batman. Wow, I'm really so cool. How about this? Jingle bells, Batman smells. What about that? What is that other guy? Robin? His little sidekick, Robin? Yeah, that guy laid an egg. That guy laid an egg.
I imagine this all happened like the year I was born, or like the year you were born.
Yeah, it was
They started
probably,
singing this song about Batman.
It was probably 1986.
Yeah.
It was when our older brother was 6 years old. That sentiment was flying around. Like Adam West Batman would have been old enough at that point, and the Tim Burton movie wouldn't have happened yet, right? Right? This was right before the Tim Burton movie came and changed everything.
Are you sure? What if they've been singing this since like, I don't know, like how old is Batman? 1940? What if they've been singing it since 1940?
I don't think so. No. I think the Batman sentiment had to form. They had other things on their mind in 1940.
They
as a culture,
didn't
they
turn
weren't
on Batman just yet.
No, as a culture, they were not Yeah. Batman didn't represent some shit that they were ready to turn on back then.
You can press start to join again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I think,
Please come back, Mickey.
Minnie, things are gonna have to change.
Okay.
Well, that was easy. All right, she's desperate. As I wasn't exactly an angel myself. It takes two to tango in a bad marriage.
Yeah, but like you said, they're inseparable.
They need each other. They're drawn to each other, even if they make one another miserable. There's something about Minnie, and there's something about Mickey. Just can't get enough of it.
Yeah, well, I think, the fact, I think you have to climb. Oh, wait, you don't have the thing I have.
The grappling hook. I have to change my outfit. How?
I don't know. Can you press select and change it?
I'm trying.
Can you press X and change it?
Ah, his little privacy screen. Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah, this looks cool. Ow. I think the fact that Mickey and Minnie have to, like, revive each other means that, like, they have... Oh, shit. They're always destined to, like, have to, like, rely on each other and get back together, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is a very romantic game. It really is. How often is that the premise of a game where there's a cooperative mode and it's a married couple?
I don't know.
And The Simpsons, but also the kids. So not quite the same. But The Simpsons has a lot of personality too.
But like, oh shit, that's pointy.
But like just a couple. Just a couple. Like you're controlling two characters who are married.
Right, and that's like the point of the game. That's like the focus of the game.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't think of any offhand. I mean, I didn't even know if Mickey and Minnie were married.
I think in some worlds they are.
Yeah, in Kingdom Hearts they are.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Is she even in that?
Minnie?
She even mentioned?
Is Minnie in Kingdom Hearts? I don't know. Yeah, like is Mickey horny is he longing for his bride while he's on this quest with Sora?
I feel as if this game is too hard to be a Mickey Mouse game.
I mean, I don't know, because on the NES there was like Disneyland Castle. What's that one called? Magic Kingdom?
Yeah, that was hard too.
That's a challenging game too. Yeah. I think
Oh, right. I wanted to talk more about how you were saying playing Kingdom Hearts is like going to Disney World almost. And I think that's like just thinking about video games as like, well, or just thinking about theme parks as like proto video games that like they're creating an experience for you. It's, interactive sometimes at a Disney park, right?
yes. Yeah, they are. I mean, some of them actually do have games involved.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are just, the immersive experience of like feeling like you're part of the movie as much as you possibly can. They try to make, the lines are terrible at Disney rides, but like the lines are kind of like sometimes part of the experience of being immersed in that world. Is like they put shit there to entertain you while you're going through, and there'll be like a robot that tells you some shit while you're like on the line for a Disney ride.
Yeah.
So that like, you get fucking bored, but the ride really pulls you in. And it gives you exactly what you want. Like, unless it sucks. There are a few Disney rides that aren't that great. but they've got some really, really good ones. Very, very good entertainment.
Yeah. I was never too into theme parks. I think because video games are like, I don't know, better in my opinion. Like they kind of give you a similar thing, don't they?
Well, yeah, but having all of your like senses like immersed in like this live performance is like it's like a different kind of experience.
Yeah.
You're experiencing it with a crowd. You know, it's not just you. And you're experiencing it with your family. And it's like, yeah, it's like an immersive virtual world that you can go to with your entire family and with all the other people who come there. And, you know, people from around the world who wait in line together to, endure like terrible, disgusting food all day long to ride these like very, very impressive rides. Some of the most beautifully designed rides in the world. Anyway, yeah, unfortunately, you know. I'll talk a big game about how much Kingdom Hearts sucks, but you know, obviously everyone just drinks their Disney poison whatever fucking way they would prefer. Yeah, you know, you're gonna drink it. No one's fucking boycotting Disney.
Well, nobody would call for a boycott of Disney.
No.
Mickey, can I come back?
Oh, I have to press start?
No, I'm just asking.
Oh my god. Yeah, Minnie, I told you to come back. Minnie, I told you. Like, I'm really trying to say what I mean right now, and you said that was what you wanted from me, and I feel like I'm doing that, and I'm still getting this from you. And Minnie, I'm really fucking trying right now. I am. I really want this to work, Minnie. I love you, and there's nobody I wanted to do this fucking life with more than you. There's never going to be anyone I want to do it more than with you. Please don't make me miserable, Minnie. I that's really all I ask from you, is that you and I don't make each other fucking miserable. Because this light lives inside of me, and I don't ever want to see it ruined by some shit like that. Let's keep this shit alive, Minnie. Let's get through this stage together.
Together.
Oh, whoops. I thought
I feel like getting game over is like, oh wait.
You just killed me.
I thought we'd be together.
I guess not. Well, you know, you can lose it in an instant, Minnie. Nothing is guaranteed. Yeah, that Pete drawing is awesome. You do a good Pete voice.
Well, it was pitched down a little bit.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, just a bit.
I bet it sounded good though.
Yeah, I mean, oh hey there, Goof. You know, I noticed you noticing my wife just now. You can look. It's fine. Oh, you liked the painting? Yeah. It's of me, you know.
Oh my god. That is just like 100% how I see their relationship now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that just felt true to me. I never really watched Goof Troop. I watched a Goofy movie, but like I didn't know exactly how it went, like, because I hadn't seen it for a long time. But like I got into like The Sopranos and like started seeing the like pieces fitting together in a very like Soprano, like HBO style way.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, oh man, if they really could like do this with these characters, then they'd have to, right? Like,
Oh, fuck. Well, yeah, because there's something depraved there.
yeah.
Like, there's something going on there that they're just, dancing around the edges of. And they do a good job of it. Like, the Goofy movie, like, I love the dynamic there. Like Pete just, like, coming in and, like, clapping Goofy on the back and telling him how to raise his kid. Like, it's that guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's him. He's just, like, he wants Goofy to fuck his wife. That's what's going on.
That's what you get if you extrapolate. Like, you start with the guy who's like mean to Mickey Mouse on Steamboat Willie, right?
Yes.
And then you go out from there, you become like this guy who like picks on all of the Disney characters all the time and enjoys it. And then from there you get this like suburban boomer who's like, you gotta keep him under your thumb, Goof. And then if you go one extra iteration, like the exponent increases from 3 to 4, you get Pete the Power Cuck, where he's trying to like muscle Goofy into fucking his wife because it's like a way of like getting one over on him, and also what he likes.
Yeah, what he likes. Holy shit.
So,
oh my god.
So he has this conversation with him where it starts off with him saying like, hey, my wife's pretty hot, don't you think? And then it becomes like, you want to bang my wife, Goofy? And then finally it's like, I know you're lonely, pal, ever since your wife kicked the bucket. And like, he's like, just like,
Holy
basically
shit.
like putting on this whole like magic show for this Lomax Goofy.
Oh my god. Oh my god, yeah.
This
yeah.
fucking hapless buffoon
Yeah.
who's like, he's clearly going to get him to fuck his wife because he's lonely and like an idiot.
Because Goofy's just like, gosh, he doesn't know what to say. Because Goofy can't be like, now listen, Pete, you're my friend. You're my friend. Your wife is beautiful. She's real pretty, Pete. I'm not going to do the thing that you're trying to get me to do. You're not going to trip me into this one, Pete. Pete, you've been a good friend to me. I appreciate your help. I don't need this kind of help. I hope you get everything you want, Pete. I really do.
And then this whole tragedy would cease to play out if he'd just done that.
If Goofy could do that, but Goofy can't do that.
No, he walks right into it.
But you know what? Maybe Goofy can do that. Maybe he can. Like, if you follow the very hopeful trajectory that a Goofy movie takes, forget the sequel or whatever, the only canon Goofy story that has been written in the last 30 years. If you follow that path where he reconciles with Max and he starts to like understand his son and realize that like a lot of what Pete's saying is like really full of shit.
Do you want to play something else?
Oh yeah. Well, look, I'm trying to redeem Goofy here.
Yeah.
No. Let's play something else, but I can continue talking about it. Okay. I think there's hope for Goofy is what I'm saying.
You think Goofy survived?
Yeah. Yeah. He's a father of a young adult, and Max goes off and Goofy's alone again. Forget that he followed him to college. That didn't happen. Goofy's alone again. Goofy's alone again, and you know what? He fucking did it. Like, he fucking did it. He raised that boy, and he turned out okay. And they're still buddies. And goddamn, that's all there is to that. Fuck. Well, time for the next stage of Goofy's life. And you know what? It doesn't involve this fucking guy, Pete. Yeah. It just doesn't. It's okay. He doesn't have anything to prove to Pete. Their kids don't have to hang out with each other anymore. Or, you know, they can do that on their own. That dad doesn't need to be there for it. I don't have to fucking see you or your, you know, I'm never have to see you again, Pete. So I just won't, because, like, I don't know, people drift apart. And I got different priorities in my life now. And you still seem to be caught up on that same shit with, like, your fucking recreational vehicles and shit, and, like, your fucking, you know, just like waving all the shit you get in front of my face. Like, that's not everything, Pete. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, let's play that. Anyway.
So this is one of those games where the music just, like, gets into your head for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah. Every second of this. Of all the core Disney characters, is Goofy the closest to purging himself of desire?
Well, I didn't interpret Goofy that way because of how he was in an extremely goofy movie. They, you know, that movie's not that good. I don't know if I'd recommend it. It's not a masterpiece like a Goofy movie, but it's like Goofy's horny throughout the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what he desires.
What is in the college movie, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not looking to see Goofy be horny. I want to see Goofy be dad.
Well, he's a terrible dad in that he comes over to, like, Max's college and is, like, roommates with him.
Yeah, that's a terrible dad move. Whereas, like, everything he did in the first movie and when Max was in high school was like totally understandable, embarrassing dad stuff that you just feel so sorry for him, that he's just trying so hard to relate to his son, and his dad's just, you know, Max's dad is just a big old goof. You don't get any of it, Dad. You're embarrassing me.
Well, yeah, he's, like, ashamed to be a goof at all.
Yeah.
Like, to have those genes.
Yeah. Yeah, because he knows he's goofy too.
Yeah, he thinks he can prove that he's not just a goof, but...
Yeah, but you know what? Like, Roxanne let him hit because he's goofy. Like, she likes that shit.
That's what she likes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Max. Where are we going here? Oh, let's go to the one that's a baddie.
No! Not there!
Why? Is this torture? No! Well, I guess we'll never find out. I'm already dead.
No, I was just yelling at the screen, like, because you were going the wrong way.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
It's all right. You know, just heard your life be extinguished like a balloon. Cautious. I'm overly cautious. All right. Ah, nice. Ah, nice.
Yeah, you just got to use the strategy, you know the one, the never let your sibling play strategy.
Never let your sibling play. Right. Yeah, no, here you go. I'm nice now, right?
See, I'm nice now.
Oh, fuck. I'm nice now. That's like siblings in a fucking nutshell. That's just like siblings in 3 words. Like, you have the ability.
See, I'm nice now.
Yeah, you have the ability to suddenly be nice. You're having not been nice. Oh, I love that the game. Oh my god, I suck so much. I thought I'd be able to stomp him from on top of the rope. I just immediately die. Roxanne's arc would be that she sees Max as a fuck up because he won't give up on his dumb skateboarding career, and Goofy has to help Max prove to her that he can make it sustainable. Yeah, and guess how that movie ends with Roxanne seeing that Max cannot make this skateboarding shit sustainable, and
Oh my god, yeah.
regrettably moves on from the whole thing. And it's really a shame because she really did love him, and he just couldn't fucking get it together, and Roxanne can't spend her whole life waiting for that shit. She's a very motivated young woman. She needs to get going, and Max is in no hurry. Too bad, you know? Just people at different times in their lives. That's the problem, you know? That's the only reason they were in different places.
I mean, I had a much darker interpretation. Do you want me to talk about it?
Oh, please.
Roxanne, you know, she liked that Goofy part about Max, right? Mm-hmm. She liked Goofy.
No, Joe, that's sick. No, that's sick. That's sick, dude. Look, all right. Well, look, if you want to do like some Freudian analysis of this shit, then sure, she liked Goofy. But in the fucking like logic of the show, no, absolutely not. That's like gross and I don't believe it. No, she liked Max. But maybe she liked Goofy a little bit. That's... Fuck, I hate you for introducing that idea into my mind. I hate that so much. I can't go that far into it. Look, I was on board with the Pete thing. Absolutely. The shit's getting too weird in the world of in the Goof Troop extended universe. Yes, in my branch, 10 years later they bump into each other at Stop and Shop. And, you know, it's like a totally pleasant exchange. There's nothing else to say, you know? But no, it just didn't work out. It was their, you know, it was a first love for both of them. They're never gonna forget it. But they've moved on, and it's okay. And everybody is all right. And it's not even like worth even like thinking about how it wouldn't be all right anymore, because it's just been so long. It's just been so long that, you know, the feeling is still real inside of you if you really sit down and think about it. But in the moment, it doesn't really cause you a lot of distress to see that person that's just not part of your life anymore. That's where they're at now. Now, they're like, you know, they're like 40 now.
Yeah. Do you think they actually want to talk to each other?
Maybe not. Maybe they just kind of get out of there quickly, you know? Just like, oh, hey, Roxanne, cool. Yeah, no, I'm just in town because, yeah, oh, cool. Oh, well, how's everyone doing? Great. You know, everyone's fine. Yeah, I see my mom. Oh, yeah, is your mom good? All right. All right, no, her dad, right? Her daddy, who's like a big, gigantic bulldog who doesn't speak. He's like an actual dog, right? Roxanne's dad is just a dog who doesn't speak. Like Pluto, right?
No.
No.
I mean, that's a dog. They're like
her dad's a dog.
humans.
Her dad's a dog. Her dad has human intelligence, but he doesn't talk. He's a dog.
No, but he's tall.
He's big.
He's anthropomorphic. He's got arms and legs, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he's just a dog. Like
My
clearly
God.
he's just a he's not like a what is the word? You know. A being that can speak with language and shit.
Sentient.
Is sentient the word I'm looking for? Fuck.
I mean,
was
a
like, it's
dog
not
is sentient.
Yeah, a dog is sentient. No. No.
What you're talking about, okay, like, it's like, there's like anthropomorphic animals, right?
Yes.
And then there's like animals with anthropomorphic traits like Pluto.
Yeah. Where Pluto like understands what's going on like a person.
Yeah, he like makes a face at you.
But he can't speak because he's a dog. Because physically he doesn't speak because he's not supposed to represent a human.
Yeah, he's Mickey Mouse's dog.
Yeah. So like Roxanne's dad is wearing a dog collar. He's wearing a collar with spikes on it. He's a bulldog and he's wearing a wife beater and like his ass is sticking out of his underpants.
Yeah.
He's just a dog. Oh my God. If we clip together all the Goof Troop shit we did like tomorrow, how much do you think we're at by now?
What? Clipped all the Goof Troop
Yeah.
shit?
Would you say we've done 10 minutes of Goof Troop shit tonight?
I don't know. Yeah, I suppose. How long have we been just like sitting here?
I don't know. I think it's your controller. Did you want to play it?
It's not, it's yours.
It's mine?
Yeah, I think so.
I apologize.
Donkey.
All right. Well, I'll don't worry. I'll die very soon. No thanks. Does it follow me across the way? Across the way. There you go. Looks like Excite Bike.
It does?
With like the little staircases.
Oh. Yeah.
Fun. So, I haven't looked into this further, but you told me that all these rare games were made in like the fucking woods or in a farm or something.
Yeah, they were made on a farm in a barn in England.
All of them?
Well, I guess like the ones that were between like the Super Nintendo and N64 eras. David Wise, who did this music, has talked about this in interviews. He does a lot of interviews. And Grant Kirkhope, who also does interviews. I think they've all talked about how like they used to work in an old barn. Like everyone, not just the musicians, like everyone in the studio.
But they were specifically in an old barn that was like remote from the big cities.
I guess.
I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you can kind of have a studio from anywhere, but oh, sorry. But that seems awfully isolated for such a big player in software development in its age.
Yeah.
Oh, candy, hell yeah. 23%. I love the way the sun goes down here. I'm like, I thought it would be fun to like start the game later, but it's harder. It's harder later in the game, so I'm not as good.
Yeah.
That's my fucking excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
This does look great. Every time I see a gradient like that in an old game, it's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Like Scorched Earth.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, Scorched Earth, you're right. It has a beautiful gradient.
Yeah. There's like maybe in like Jill of the Jungle. I feel like that comes to mind.
Another game with a good gradient. What's a game of that era that had a good gradient?
Gradient games. I don't know. I mean, there's also parallax scrolling with like multiple layers of things moving at different times.
Oh yeah, lovely.
Yeah, that gives a cool effect.
Very cool.
And this music is finally getting to it.
Yep. Hell yeah. Right, because we keep dying.
Yeah, that's another thing. Games nowadays are totally aware that if you do well at the game, you earn more of the music.
Da, 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 da.
Oh shit.
Man, those what are those orangutans?
Yeah.
They're serious.
Yeah, they're pissed. Let's talk to the old fuck.
Gonna smack you on the head with that cane. Just like making fun of video games from what? At this time, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Does he say other things? It's. I didn't know that. Yeah, like and he makes fun of modern games.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it.
It's like, I'm sorry, but like a platform game in Donkey Kong time existed on a single board, and games have not needed to do that shit for a long time, and they haven't. So we're not going to remake Donkey Kong as a single board platformer. It's going to be a scrolling platformer with many insane details that would not have been possible in any other age. For one thing, Donkey Kong is going to be in 3D. This is going to be a 3D game on your Super Nintendo. It's going to sound awesome. It's going to play awesome. You little piggies are going to love it. Just like willingly giving up his pearls for you. All right, we should start a countdown for when I like realize I need to pay attention to the game. Holy shit. I suck so much. This underwater theme is really terrific. This song is so good. I'm on top of it.
You know, like, oh fuck. When has anyone, no offense to everyone on OC Remix, but when has anyone made a version of this that sounded better than this?
You're talking to a whole world that has nothing to do with me. OC Remix, is that just like an online community of people who remix these songs?
No. I was just using an example. Like, on YouTube, you can get like this song in like HD samples, but it doesn't sound as good as this. It's like higher quality, but it doesn't sound as good as this. And neither is anyone's remix or any, versions of it in Nintendo games for that matter.
Right.
Just like whatever this song had is not coming across in some way.
Right. Yeah, hard.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. They're rare. They put an enemy out. They put an enemy right at the end to kill you.
That sucks. Well, at least we barely made it through.
Yeah.
No, Gabby, I have not seen the cover of Californication that you posted. You'll have to run that by me again. But yeah, no, would I genuinely love it, or would I want to fucking die if I heard it? I don't know. I don't know what it's meant to provoke.
Oops.
Have I referred to Californication at all in my work? Probably not. I feel like Californication is just like some song that's funny because it's just like some like, I don't know. I've got one tattoo song. I'm getting my first tattoo song. This motherfucker. These bees. That looks great.
Yeah, this whole thing is cool. These massive piles of bananas. Well, yeah, like this was still the age where CG looked kind of bad. So like having it be crunched into pixels kind of like puts like a filter on it that makes it look a little better.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, he's a sore loser.
Oh, we needed that one up.
Oh, Gabby, I totally just missed the context where you said this had to do with Donkey Kong Country, and that's why it would be relevant to this. I was just like, DKC, that's some video game thing I don't know about. And I realized the relevance of what those three letters meant.
What were they asking?
I've heard albums with sound fonts like that before. I heard one that was Radiohead's it was Radiohead's In Rainbows. Oh my god. I didn't even know where the fuck I was. Oh, look at us. Oh man. Disgraced.
I didn't save.
No, we did say before.
But
A little
we
before,
have to
right?
We have to go all the way back.
I mean, I'm okay.
Yeah.
What time is it? We've got just a little more time. Want to play something else?
Yeah.
Something easy?
Something easy.
Tetris Attack?
Yeah, okay.
You know what I do? I ruminate on the same games. That's what I call it when I just play the same video games forever.
That's fine. I mean, you know, we were talking about how much games demand of you, but like, I don't know, we also willingly give our time to it. We put a lot of hours into this, and we have no idea how many. Definitely more than Smash Brothers, right?
Oh yeah. Easily. I gotta watch it on the TV. I feel like Tetris Attack is where so many ideas are formed. Where I really connect synapses in my brain.
Yeah. I was playing the Game Boy version of it the other day. It's really good. It's like the same exact thing. The animations aren't nearly as beautiful as this, but it still works pretty well as the game.
Actually, you know what the best guess we have at how Max and Roxanne worked out, it has already been written for us in that "bitch you live like this" image. That would be their trajectory. In a few years, he'd be visiting her at the dorms and he'd be like, "Holy shit. I am so glad I didn't wait around for this girl."
Yeah, I like that everyone sort of knows how it goes. They know how to interpret a Goofy movie, right?
Yeah, because it's real. 'Cause it's real.
There is something real about it that like there's like threads that feel consistent, like Goofy being a certain way.
Yeah, he's a very believable dad. He's a real dad. He's just trying to do right by his son.
Oh my god, but he can't help what he is, and his son really hates him for it.
Yeah, yeah, he resents him. It's his fault. It's his fault that he's goofy.
Yeah. It's tough.
Oh. Goofy's trying. He's not an idiot, you know? He's trying. He really, he wants to be there for Max. He's sensitive about it, and when the principal calls and tells him that Max showed up to school dressed like a hoodlum and causing mayhem throughout the school. When that principal told Goofy that his son was going to end up in the electric chair, Goofy was really fucking scared for his son. It was all he could think about. He was like, I need to pump the brakes on whatever the fuck I was about to do over this vacation, and I need to save my son's life before he goes down the wrong path. That's what dear, sweet Goofy sets out to do at the beginning of this movie. I'm gonna take you on a road trip, son.
He's saving his life.
To save his life. I don't want you to die, son. They told me that you're on a path you're gonna die. Like,
that is a goofy ass reason to take him on this stupid fucking vacation.
Because he believes some shit that somebody else said. Because he's so klutzy that he's easily persuaded that there's a problem. He's neurotic.
Yeah, they all got the whole world's got him. He's everybody's sucker, or he's the sucker of the world.
Yep. And he can't even keep his own son, like, you know, he can't even have a relationship with his own son. So he'll take any advice he hears, really. You know, he's gullible. He's really trying to make it work. But his son keeps withdrawing. His son doesn't want to do anything anymore. They used to be best buddies.
It's the girl, isn't it?
He's
more interested in, you know, like, he's more interested in trying to get rid of those goof genes than his dad.
Well, he wants his own life, and part of your own life is having a girlfriend. You know, but he wants people to think he's cool. He wants glory in this world, and he's never going to impress anybody with his moves or anything about him. If he's like this, you know, if he can't even make friends in high school. He's got like 3 friends. He's a loser.
Yeah. And his act is just some famous guy. It's not even really his thing.
Yeah.
Like,
but
does she really like him, or does she like the famous guy?
Well, I mean, that's what Max is wondering, right? Right? Because Max promises to be there with Powerline, to be his boyfriend and also be somebody who knows Powerline, because he thinks that what she really wants is Powerline. That's why he lies to her all summer long. All fucking summer, Max has a chance to tell Roxanne that he's not gonna wave to her from the Powerline concert on pay-per-view. He just lies to her all fucking summer. He never gets up the nerve to write her a letter and say, I'm sorry I lied. Doesn't do it. Loses his nerve. Fuck you, man. You didn't have to lie to her all summer long. But you know what? Look, the thing is, of course Roxanne would love Max even if he hadn't been on the Powerline show. But to atone for how much he fucking lied, he better have been on that fucking show. Or there was no way forward for him and Roxanne.
I guess, yeah.
Right? Because if he hadn't been on the show, and then he admitted that he lied to her about knowing Powerline and all that shit and going to the concert, if he hadn't been on the show, she'd be like, well, cool, you made a fucking fool out of me. in front of the whole school. Everyone was at this party. And I went alone. You know other people asked me to go to this party, right? You motherfucker. Don't ever fucking talk to me again. Yeah, no shit you lied about it, Max. I know you lied about it because I didn't see you on the TV. You didn't wave from stage to me like you said you would. Everyone was looking at me and feeling sorry for me at that party. All my friends were feeling sorry for me, and all the guys were thinking, wow, like, serves her right for, like, going for the loser. Do you know how fucking stupid I could have gotten laid at that party very easily. Instead, I was there waiting for you, and all you did was make a fucking fool out of me. No shit, you lied. No shit, you lied. I already knew that. Thanks, Max. Don't fucking talk to me anymore. He better have been at that fucking concert. That was step 1 to proving his worth to her. Step 2 was honesty. Very cowardly, if you think about it. He never had to cop to shit because he got on that stage. By the time he was like, listen, Roxanne, my dad doesn't really know Powerline, and I just made all of that up. And she's like, oh, but you were there. He's like, yeah, but like it was a lie that like I then, you know, I found a way to be there after the fact, you know, after I did do it. I did do it. Yeah, but it was a lie. I went to all that effort after lying to you. And she's like, I just don't understand, because like you were there. Like what are you trying to like get me to be upset about right now? You were there.
Like, it would completely change things if he wasn't there.
Yeah.
He would be just like, nothing.
Nothing.
It's like, oh, you lied about what? Like, she still doesn't understand. It's not registering.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, well, you danced on stage with Powerline and Goofy. So, like, what are you talking about? You don't know them. You clearly know them.
Yeah.
You didn't lie.
Max, you didn't lie. And he's like, no, Roxanne, it's really important. It's really important to me that you know that I lied about this before then doing what it takes to tell the truth about this. Like, if Max had said to Roxanne before he left on the road trip, Roxanne, the reason I can't see you is because I think what I'm gonna do is trick my dad into going to the Powerline concert and then sneak on stage. And if I do it, I'll wave to you. So, you know, don't go to the party with anybody else because there's a remote chance that I'm going to be able to do that. If that was what he said, you know, maybe she would have gone to the party with someone else, but there would have been, you know, just as much chance of him impressing her, and he would have been honest. Shall we play? So like, okay, so you're saying, hold on, I can't tell where's my guy? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God. What the fuck was I talking about? All right, how humiliating that would have been for Roxanne, and how done with Max she would have been.
Well, I don't know. Like, wouldn't she still like feel like, well, he still performed that Powerline thing really well.
Well, that's true. That's true. She could just still love him only for Powerline and be like, well, I'm not going to find another guy in my hometown at this school who like can do such a good Powerline impression. So that's like as close as you can get to dating Powerline and being me. Like, you know, I'm just like some girl from a town. I'm never gonna meet Powerline. This might be my best shot to, you know, use my beauty while I have it. Oh my God. No. No. Roxanne was gonna get out of that one horse town. She's gonna do something. She's gonna get out of that petty fucking suburban town. Mean people. All caught up in their conspicuous consumption. Roxanne had bigger ideas. And she pursued them for about 5 years before coming home. At least she fucking tried, man. That spark in her hasn't died. Just because she came home and, you know, you can catch her at, like, the local shitty bar, like, a couple nights a week. Roxanne's got a lot of stories from those days. And you know what? I'm narrating as like a guy who grew up in the town with her. I'd still hit it. I'm like some dog boy with like a, I'm still wearing like the team jersey for the school, but I'm like 45 now. Honestly, Roxanne, still looking foxy.
It's like a literal dog. It's not even anthropomorphic at all.
No, yeah, it's just a dog. Yeah. Well, yeah, some of these guys who hang out at the biker bars that Roxanne hangs out at are definitely just dogs.
Well, you know, the Beagle Boys, now that I think of it, were kind of like more dog-like, right? They looked even more like dogs than Goofy, I thought.
Maybe. Perhaps. That may be a factor.
Like, the women, like Peg and Roxanne, look less like dogs.
Well, yeah, because they gotta have hair to look like women, and that, because male dogs don't have hair.
Right, they're all bald, and all the cats are bald.
Yes, and all the female cats have hair.
Yeah. Yeah, that bugs me sometimes. Female cats with hair.
Okay, except for, and like all the hottest babes in furrydom from the 90s, you can like point to their hair as a factor. Like the girl from Heathcliff, like the trashy girl that hangs out with all the trash can cats. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She's got big hair. She's got big 80s glam hair, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And like leg warmers and shit. A lot of people love her. She's definitely, I feel like she's a lasting furry icon, right?
Yeah.
So she's got hair. Are there any who don't have hair?
Like girl characters that don't have hair.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say, I always thought Tom's girlfriend, like the girl cat with no hair, I thought she looked great. She had like a very cat-like essence to her without having any hair on her head to show that she was a girl.
Right. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
She's like a babe, but like a cat, like a confident cat babe. She didn't need that shit. She didn't need to have human hair on top of her head to look like, you know, a girl that Tom would desire very much.
Yeah.
Very body positive for the time. But she also would just like, you know, she would just like punch Tom in the face when she didn't want his attention, right? Right?
There might have been some frying pans, yeah.
Yeah, right? She'd brutalize him.
They were not really a couple.
No. She was just some girl that he called up once in a while. Like, oh man, the the best, one of my favorite Tom and Jerry sequences, which I'm sure is like very memed at this point, is when Tom is trying to impress the cowgirl, and he's like hi, and he like blows smoke into the air, and he like rolls Jerry up and makes him into a cigarette, and makes him lick the cigarette and like seal it up, and then smokes Jerry like a cigarette, and it's just like howdy in the smoke. And she's not even interested in him.
And it's been memed to say "fuck you" in the smoke.
Yeah. Oh yeah, probably. Oh really? Has it?
I don't know.
Oh my god. Well, that'd be pretty funny. Well, that sure would be funny.
But yeah, the animation is hilarious. It's really great animation of him like making that cigarette and then like pulling Jerry out to lick it.
Yes. It's so fucking funny.
But yeah, I feel like the girl cat is always slightly different. I don't know if the girl is ever consistent, like
you're right,
consistent color or anything.
Right. Sometimes she's like a fluffy little white cat.
Okay.
And sometimes she's like a sleek, like Cornish Rex looking cat. Sometimes he's after like a petite little cat, not a woman-sized cat.
And there's got to be one or two where Jerry sees a mouse who looks identical to the cat that Tom is trying to get.
Yes, some hot babe mouse with big eyelashes. And it plays like hubba hubba music when he sees her.
Yeah, there is a lot of bad in Tom and Jerry.
Mm-hmm. Jerry, a very enduring cartoon.
Oh my god, yeah, it's still so popular.
Mm-hmm.
Look how often people bring it up in a meme or whatever. It's like, haha, you said something hypocritical. Picture of Tom and Jerry shooting himself. And it's like, well, you know, this is a stupid use of it, but I'm kind of glad that people love Tom and Jerry that much.
Oh yeah, no, that they think those cartoons are so funny still. Like the drawings are so funny.
Yeah, the animations have so much like physics to them. The poses are really expressive and yeah, the music is great. Like the music is like everything because there's barely any actual dialogue, so the music does a lot of the.
Yes, and the sound effects, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, great voices when they had them.
So funny. Fuck man, Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Glad it's still kicking in people's hearts.
Well, yeah, it should. I mean, it's like we're never gonna get anything like that ever again.
No.
Tom and Jerry looked.
No, there will never be like a hilarious theatrical cartoon that everybody sees.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, I feel like Tom and Jerry was made when you needed to try, right, for something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, when is it so important now to make a theatrical cartoon? It's more like, hey, we made anything at all. Isn't that exciting? It's like an animated short film. It's like,
yeah.
It's not like a thing that like really gets you out to theaters, like something that you didn't even know was coming.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not like, I mean, you know, people weren't coming out just for cartoons. They were watching them before something else, right?
Were they watching like the news or something?
I think so, yeah. They were watching like a newsreel and seeing like a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
That's, yeah, very different time. There's no way that you could like get that many people paying for something, right? Like they were just like getting more revenue, or
well, it was part of the overall revenue stream of the movies, right? that like movie theaters had much bigger capacities. Thousands of people could go into a single movie theater, because you would just like go there to entertain yourself because you didn't have a TV at home.
And you'd say like a double feature or something.
Yeah, you just like stay there for a really long time, and it wasn't very expensive.
Yeah. And yeah, I imagine you'd be able to see all sorts of things there, not just movies.
Yeah.
Would you also see like the weather in a movie theater?
I don't know. They're probably in the paper. I feel like the amount of content they'd have to produce to like keep distributing these reels of like what the weather for the week is gonna be like. I think you'd get that from a newspaper because that information would be like, wired in. There wouldn't be like I'm on the scene at downtown in this local town and here's the report on the weather for the week. Like, I don't think that. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so though. I think you would just get that from a newspaper.
Well, how often would you go to the theater?
I don't know. Every week, right?
I guess pretty often. It's like, how often would you want to watch a show? Like Flash Gordon is sort of like a show, kinda.
You would see that in a movie theater?
I guess so.
Help. We don't know.
I mean, in 1945 or something, nobody had a television.
Right. Fuck, man. Yeah, you just go to the movies. That's fun.
Yeah, going to the movies was fun. We went the other day.
Yeah.
Or yesterday.
That's right. We took Joe out. To those listening, Joe's birthday is this week, and we can't go out on Joe's actual birthday. So we went out with me and Mike went out with Joe last night, and we had a nice little time celebrating Joe. And yeah, one of the things we did was we went to see Stop Making Sense at IMAX. So I was very curious to see what you thought of that.
Oh my god, they're insane. That's great. Like, it's like they just like have this like original sound. Like they have so much energy and like their dancing is amazing. I love the just like the way he's just like insane and convulsing. Like it's so cool. Like they I mean, like I was actually like I was enjoying it, but I still was like falling asleep because I was like really tired.
Yeah.
So like it was a little crazy having that just like blaring in my head while I'm asleep. It's like so loud, but like I keep waking up every few seconds.
Yeah, I had a I was closing my eyes a little bit too, late nights. Not as common for me as they used to be. But
yeah.
It was
I was a little intoxicated.
Yeah, we had fun. We had fun. What do you want from us? We had fun. Sue us. Go ahead and sue us. We got the best lawyers on the case. Don't you worry. We will win. We will pound you to dust. Go on, sue us.
I mean, someone's already suing us for that guy we killed
Joe,
driving drunk.
We're not talking about that on the stream.
Are we not supposed to talk about that?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to talk about the guy you killed on the stream, Joe.
Okay, well, you were saying sue us, so, like, I'm pretty sure you can't get sued by two people, right?
What is that, like some Lucille Bluth shit? some fucking like they can't arrest a husband and wife for the same crime. I don't think that's true. First fucking lawyer.
That's one of the funniest shows ever, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It was a beautiful thing.
When was the last time you watched it?
Arrested Development, many, many years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since I revisited because I just feel like I have it all memorized, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna have any impact on me really. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I remember all these puns. I haven't forgotten these puns.
Yeah.
All these little gags you do. You're so fast. Your gags are so fast and that surprises me. Well, you know, that stuff you gotta actually be able to be surprised by it again, and it's gonna take me a while.
It's to erase from your memory.
Yeah.
Like,
I've committed it to memory.
how long does it take for it to erase?
I don't know.
Or, I mean, if you've watched it this many times, maybe
Right.
never.
Yeah, maybe not. Or a very, very long time.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Shit.
close.
That was close. I love Joe. We haven't done anything on this show as a bit, and you're like, let's do a bit where we killed someone. That should be our first bit. Is that we killed somebody and
Drunk
we're
driving
waiting
on my birthday.
What was that? Yeah.
Drunk driving on my birthday.
Yeah. And that we're waiting for our lawyers to make it go away.
We have the Arrested Development lawyers, and
Yes.
they tell us things that are really stupid.
Oh my god, and we believe them all the time because we're fucking stupid. Because we have no idea what we're doing. We just think we're brilliant because we are billionaires with a compound.
Yeah, well, you know, this is the sort of life that being a Twitch streamer gets you. Like, you know, we call it the life the same way the mafia calls it the life.
Oh yeah,
the
no.
life.
Endless reward. You know, high risk, of course.
Oh my god, you would rather die than not be in it. You'd rather die than be a rat and end up like a schnook.
You're addicted to the life.
Holy shit. We're not gonna, like, die with all the other humanity. We're going to live.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to survive because we're Twitch streamers.
I think, you know what? I think you're right. I think we're going to survive. I think I'm going to choose to believe that. I think you're right.
I have a ticket to Mars, just in case. Like, it cost $1 billion for one person.
Yeah, but we already established that that is a bargain for what you get. which is
Yeah.
a ticket to Mars, where they've worked it all out. You know, I guess I've briefly touched on this before, but like obviously, I wouldn't be going to Mars if they didn't have it all worked out. So I'm like, you know, if anyone is wondering if they don't have it all worked out, let me just assuage your fears and let you know that like it's totally worked out. Like I bet you're thinking like it's probably not even worked out, right? That's what you're thinking about us and our plan to go to Mars. But actually, contrary to what you think,
It's worked out.
Yeah,
like
no.
we could go to Mars. Like
Yeah.
it's fine. Like it's not like we're the first person's gonna be there. Right?
No. It'll be like 100. Like right now, it's like 89% worked out.
Yeah.
And by the time we go there, definitely going to be worked out. Like they've assured us it'll be years worked out at that point by the time we go. There won't be like, you know, all the problems that people say that, you know, going to Mars would create. Yeah, no, most of them are like, you know, they classify as like one of the lowest classifications of difficulty when you're like planning extraterrestrial missions. They're actually they're of like an S class, which is considered like, you know, like minimal advances in like prior tech, which is, you know, stuff that we're already like well on our way toward right now. These are all considered class S, like 97% of them are considered class S. And then there are a few class E's that, you know, people will say are like impossible, but like they're impossible in a way that like we're already seeing really meaningful progress on. Like, so like I'm saying, you know, between 1 and 30 years is when all that's going to happen.
Okay.
So that's completely within our timeline. Yeah, it is. I know this because it was explained to me.
But yeah, the guy we killed, he was like he was like someone important, and we were technically not in America when this happened, so yeah, we need money. How much? I don't know. A lot.
Well, look, a lot by like, you know, maybe someone like slightly poorer than us's standards. To us, it's not that bad. I mean, we're okay. We're okay. It's fine, Joe. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, all right.
He was like one of those nothing people, like, you know, that like that Tim Robinson sketch, but like real life. He's one of those nothing people who just it's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it was still a fun birthday.
Yeah, we did lots of fun stuff. Like I said, we watched Stop Making Sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
really life affirming, you know? When you're out celebrating your life and that you're alive and thinking about how precious life is.
Yeah.
And you know, really just like enjoying this glorious life we have on this earth. Because, you know, life's precious. Not that guy who we ran over with our car, but ours certainly are.
Yeah, like going to the movies. That's precious.
Oh no.
Yeah, like just because that happened on the way of the movies, that shouldn't stop us from seeing more movies.
No, like, look, like we should see a movie every week.
Yeah. Oh, well, I can't next weekend because I have to like do something. It's like a hearing.
Oh, it's in court, right? Yeah, you're gonna be busy next week.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, but whenever you get that worked out, hit me up, and then we'll make a weekly thing of it after, all of that is done.
Okay.
Once you've taken care of that, then I know this really good theater where we can go. It's like, it's over the bridge, but it's not like too far over the bridge. So like, we can go out there and like, it's in a mall. So like, we can like hang out at the mall a little bit and, it's like one of those AMCs that has booze in it. And they won't let you bring your own snacks, but if you leave them like if you have like a leftover pizza box, they won't make you throw it away. They'll like let you put it in an office room that they're, by the way, going to like vacate before your movie is finished. You can put it in there until you're ready to leave. As long as you don't bring it into the theater, you can't bring, but like that's fair, So yeah, once you've got some time again after this whole thing in court, we'll go there and, we'll buy our own snacks. Like, look, we should buy our own snacks, all right? We should support the movie theater, We can't let Nicole Kidman down.
Yeah, I mean, like, we gotta see the movies, right? They can't exist if we don't buy snacks.
Yeah. Do we want movies to go away? Or do we want to, do we want to preserve this ritual of like going to the theater and seeing a real live human being like embody another role? It just makes you like, God, it's just so affirming, I feel spiritual about it. It is, it is what we deserve as the consumer who buys the movie tickets. We deserve to have delicious snacks and feel good about our purchases at the movies.
Yeah, feel good about not bringing in the pizza that you wanted to eat.
Well, yeah, but look, if they'd just been like, please don't eat that in there, I would have been like, okay, I won't. I didn't need to eat that in there, You probably would have eaten it anyway, huh?
I don't know. I didn't really want that pizza. I wanted the one with cheese on it, so I wasn't as invested in the fate of that pizza.
You were just holding it for us. Like, you decided at some point in the night that, like, you were going to be responsible for that box of pizza. And unfortunately, it seems to have caused you some distress. Like, you carried that pizza around when there were problems with the pizza. Like, at the theater, the 16-year-old usher.
Well, yeah, I just, like, assumed that there was no other option but to get rid of it when he told me I can't bring that in.
You like, folded like a plastic chair,
well,
like a lawn chair.
We already talked about how like we were already saying goodbye to the pizza. We knew we wouldn't have the pizza.
You were trying to stuff it into the garbage can, but the box was too big. So you're like ploinking at the garbage can, and I'm like, Joe, they said you don't have to throw it away. Like Piglet giving his house away. Oh my God. Okay. All right. All right, do you mind if I talk about
his house into the garbage?
Oh my god. Oh my god. He's throwing Piglet's house. Yeah, I guess I'll throw my grandfather's house. It's been in my family for generations. I guess I'll throw it into the garbage. Oh, it doesn't fit. I'm sorry, Grandpa. I can't say anything because it's not allowed. It's not allowed. I'm not allowed to bring this family heirloom into the movie theater with me. We were at a restaurant before we went to the movies. And Joe ordered a glass, but it was like a place where you could order a whole bottle. And after you ordered it, you were worried that they might have thought you were ordering an entire bottle. And I was like, okay, well, if they bring a bottle over, you know, obviously we'll just tell them we don't want to open a bottle of wine. But like, you had already resigned yourself to like allowing the entire ritual of opening that bottle of that $100 bottle of wine when you just wanted like an $8 bottle of wine. Like, that you would have just like sat there and like let them like pour out a little bit for you to taste, and you would like swirl it around with the glass and taste it and be like, it's good. And then you would watch as they poured a very large glass of it to you and then put the rest of the bottle on the table and walked away like, enjoy. And you would just sit there with the reality of what you had done, having not done anything to prevent it from being carried out. Like when Piglet, dear Piglet, is told by Eeyore that Owl is now going to live in his house. and Christopher Robin is like Piglet is like, oh, well, I guess, okay, you can live in my house. And Christopher Robin's like, Piglet, tell everyone that's your house. And he's like, no, Christopher Robin, Owl needs a house so Owl can live in my house. I'll just be roommates with Winnie the Pooh now.
And that's what happens? He just, like, lives with Pooh instead?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He never tells anyone that's his house?
Well, Pooh knows it's his house, and Christopher Robin knows it's his house.
But Owl doesn't care.
Owl doesn't care. And Eeyore doesn't care.
He just sees this, well, yeah, this is a pretty suitable house for me, and then moves in, right?
Well, Eeyore finds it for him. Eeyore has some wisdom that makes him the one that picks the house, right? By Christopher Robin's logic.
They give him the job of finding the house.
Exactly. Eeyore knows how to do that, and he sets off on this journey to find Owl's next house. And then when he finds it, everyone just trusts in his opinion about it. So they're all like, oh, you found a house for Owl. It took a long time, so it seems like whatever bit of divination Eeyore was doing worked out. And everyone's like, hooray, Eeyore found Owl a house. None of them realizing that it's Piglet, or caring that it's Piglet's house. But of course, like, if Piglet would just point out that it was his house, then everyone would be like, oh, well, I guess we'll have to find another house for Owl, right? Like, nobody would still want his house if he would just speak up.
It's got his stuff in it. It's like Piglet sized. He's a piglet.
Exactly. Well, his family has lived there for generations. Piglet, stand up for yourself.
Yeah, like, he never does he?
Never stands up for himself. Pooh is just like, well, Piglet, since now you're homeless, you can live with me.
Right, and he's like, oh, that sounds great. And then it's like,
Pooh.
Happy again.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah, that's exactly what happens.
It's like they don't address the fact that he just gave his house and all of his stuff inside to Owl for no reason. Because Eeyore is an idiot and didn't realize that it was his house already. Or, you know, maybe he didn't care. Maybe he knew.
Yeah, he didn't care. Eeyore's a toy. He doesn't understand. I mean, Piglet's a toy too, right?
I guess. But they still need to eat. They still need to, like, consume
they need to
honey to survive.
You're right. Pooh could starve if he didn't eat all that honey. And he's very concerned about that.
Yeah.
I must have some honey. Yeah. Pooh would not be doing well if he didn't get some honey. I don't think even Christopher Robin would want to be around him. He's rough.
Yeah, he stops being sweet.
Mm-hmm.
All the sugar has left him.
Yeah, he's in survival mode. But yeah, yeah, obviously, we weren't gonna sit there and let you buy a bottle of wine by accident. I would save you from that fate.
No, I mean, I was just kidding. I was like, can you recommend a glass of wine? And I was like, oh, I hope I didn't just order $100 wine.
Yeah.
Because like he recommended it.
Yeah, I feel like when you order a whole bottle or like something like $100 thing, it's more of an event at the table, you know?
Right.
Like he'd be like, okay, so how many people will be partaking in this little journey that you're about to pay for? It would be like, yeah, he would give you fair warning that you could be like, wait, hold on, this sounds fancier than I thought it was going to be. Never mind.
Yeah, although, if it was like, if you didn't hear me correctly and thought I said a bottle of wine, that would be tough to deal with. I'd be like Piglet. I'd be like, oh well, I guess I could probably drink a bottle of wine.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just take it with me and drink it while walking around.
You know,
I'll just bring it into the movie theater.
This is just anxiety about not knowing what's going on around you that I feel like we all have to some extent.
Yeah.
Like, am I doing it wrong?
Well, has living this way gotten Piglet very far?
I mean, he seems to like his house. That definitely seems to be a source of happiness for him.
But if it was in his family for generations, then he didn't do much to like get the house.
To get it?
And
To earn it?
And then he loses it so easily.
It was in the family. He didn't need to earn that house. It was his family given right to have that house. That's beautiful.
Why did they let him give it away? He doesn't stand up for himself, and no one stands up for him.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, like Piglet's extended family is like, what the fuck am I hearing that Piglet gave the house away? To who?
A friend?
Yeah. All right.
Not a friend? Just a neighbor?
A neighbor. Someone in his neighborhood. All right, well, it's not Piglet's to give, first of all. This entire family needs to make make a decision like that. Piglet actually doesn't have any rights to the house at all. He just lives there.
By the time this word gets back to Piglet's relatives, it's like months later. So they get to the house and Owl's just been living there for like forever. And the place is completely transformed.
It's all Owl's house now.
Yeah, there's like owl stuff everywhere, and like there's nothing even reminiscent of like oh my god, he changed the style. He changed like everything.
Oh my
he
god,
got rid of the busts.
Renovated.
He got rid of the like
Oh my god.
the like doorknobs are all different. He had them taken out. He like sold them and replaced them with cheaper ones. Everything is tacky now.
Oh no,
like,
it all looks terrible.
like there's too much color. It's like it's nothing like how it was. Like
oh my god.
there was like a sort of like
there was a dignified quality to the old design.
Well, yeah. Also, he destroyed most of the walls because it was like for a little piglet, and like he's like a giant owl. So like he took down most of the walls. Yeah, his giant arms,
his giant wings
all over
flap
the place.
and just destroy them.
He took down the walls.
He's a big bird.
It's huge. He's so much bigger than Piglet. It's so inappropriate that he would live there. And as Piglet's second cousin, I'm in full agreement that this is fucking bullshit. Like that we have a right to that house way more than Owl. What, like, didn't he have insurance? Who cares what happens to him?
Yeah, it's not our problem. Sorry it happened to you, Owl, but it's not our problem to fix your life. This family needs this house. We all have a right to it.
Are we saying that we want Owl in this neighborhood more than Piglet? Well, I guess he's still here, thanks to Pooh.
Thanks to Pooh's generosity. The poor Piglet was rendered homeless.
Let's see how long they can keep that up, though. Like, how long can he actually live with Pooh?
Pooh wants to go fucking hunt some woozles every day. Every day he drags Piglet into that shit. Piglet doesn't have time for anything else.
And he'll go along with it. Okay.
No, of course. Yeah, he's like, oh, okay, what are we doing today, Pooh? We're gonna walk around in a fucking circle for 7 hours. Looking for a fake thing that's not real. All right, we probably should call it a night. It's like after 11.
Yeah.
So let's round out this round and we'll call it.
Yeah.
Fun stream, guys. Fun stream tonight.
Mm-hmm. Any last words?
Yeah, anybody got any last words? Anything we should talk about real quick before we go for the night? We'll see if they can get us to stick around a little longer by asking something fun. Goofy was peak Thingus. I'm so glad you enjoyed. I don't know. I don't know how. When's the next time I'm going to be so full of ideas about Goofy? We'll see. Maybe next week. Oh, so Joe and I are going to be doing Thingus remotely next week because I'm going to be on a trip. But we'll try and I don't think we'll play console games. We'll probably just play on our computers like we used to. So yeah, I don't know. What should we do?
Well, do you want to take this opportunity to play something for computer only?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
So we'll think about some games that we really liked on the computer. We could play Fatty Bear.
Yeah, we could play Fatty Bear. I was saying that Perfect Tides gives me Fatty Bear vibes.
I've heard people say that about it. I don't actually know how much influence it had on me. I definitely played it a lot.
Yeah. It just like looks cool, like the house at night.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're just walking. Aren't you walking around a house at night the whole game?
Yeah, it's like like a cool enough looking thing that's like kid friendly and like really safe.
Uh-huh.
Like I just thought that was kind of cool. That was like, when I was like, I don't even know how old, like 3 when that came out.
I mean, when we had it, I don't know. I don't know if the release coincided with you being that age. We had a lot of old PC games.
Yeah. But it was a long ass time ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We played Putt Putt. We played Fatty Bear. We played. Are there any other point and click like kids adventures that company made?
Pajama Sam.
Pajama Sam. Yeah, we played that too.
Yeah.
We got our hands on all those. Ah, finally got a star. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about Tailspin, you guys. Tailspin was a coming in from the pool kind of show.
Yeah, a coming in from the pool kind of show. Like you're doing something else while it's on.
Well, yeah, you just came in from the pool, so you just like want to sit there in your towel while you're like shivering cold in the house in the air conditioning, and watch like whatever the fuck is on after school. Like you come home from school, you get in the pool, and then you watch Bobby's World and have a snack and you're cold.
Yeah.
My Life with Louie.
Yes.
Coming in from the pool.
Coming in from the pool kind of show.
Yes, indeed.
What else was a coming in from the pool kind of show?
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Yes.
Although that shit was on in the morning too.
Yeah.
That show sucks. I don't want to talk about it. What was another coming in from the pool show? Reboot.
Reboot.
Hell fucking yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Coming in from the pool watching Reboot. Like the late season reboots when it was on Toonami.
Oh my god. Coming in from the pool.
You're surprised to hear Beetlejuice slander? The intro is great. The show itself, dog shit. I don't need to watch it to remember that it was bad. It sucked, dude.
You're right. It was terrible. The animation was bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, the animation, it was a real bait and switch. Oh, that intro. Oh, that beautiful intro. Never is there any animation like that in the show that ever comes close to that.
No, it looks terrible. Just like Tiny Toons look terrible after the intro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like Animaniacs look terrible after the intro. Look terrible was terrible. Bad show. The only thing that was ever great about it was the song about the presidents.
Yes.
I actually learned the presidents from that song. I still refer back to that song to remember the names of every president.
Yeah.
Those are cool that they did those, but the show had no value at all. I can't leave it on that note. Let's talk about one last thing. Like these 90s Warner Brothers cartoons. That's what I'm going to go out on. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess not.
Let's go out on something cool.
Cool.
What's cool? What's a cool interest for us to have?
A cool interest for us to have? I don't know. Everything we're interested in is cool. Even Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, which is a really lame game.
Killing people. Look, we don't think killing people with cars is cool, okay? We have no opinion about killing people with cars. If you would like to find our opinion about cars, you can speak to our lawyers, please and thank you. They're very good, by the way. They will destroy you if you try to speak to them.
Oh, so cool. Remember all the hyped up games throughout history?
Oh, right.
That was something I wrote down we should talk about.
Right, let's just see. What
Most
are some...
hyped up fucking, the coolest, the best game ever that's coming out. Wow, you're gonna love it. Halo 2. It's like most like whatever game, but like I remember it was like the most hyped up thing ever.
Halo 2. All right. Is Halo 2 where like red versus blue comes from? It is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I know what it is.
Okay, yeah.
It's that.
It's that. That's Halo, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I have. That's all I know about that.
Okay.
That's its legacy, is that somebody made a TV show out of it.
Yeah.
Do people still like Halo 2?
I don't know. People probably still play the Halo games, but I don't know if there's anything special about Halo 2 worth going back to. It's like, you know, feels like it might just be iterative Halos. It's like you played the most recent one.
Right, right.
But Halo 2 was like such a big deal when it came out. Like, you know, you weren't allowed to like give them. Well, I mean, it's the same today, but like they get them in the GameStop and they have like policy not to like open them, but like people open them anyway and like distribute them. And you know, Halo 2 was like the kind of game that like you'd have like people around the block waiting for the store to open.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like that many people before downloading was like the real way I get games.
Right, right. You don't see the line anymore. You just see like how many downloads they have on Steam or like how many reviews they have on Steam.
Yeah.
Like, that's how many people are playing.
Yeah. But like, what else was a really hyped up game? Kingdom Hearts 2.
Final Fantasy 8, I'm sorry to say. Oh yeah. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah, because Final Fantasy 6 and 7 were so good. And then Final Fantasy 8, well, what's this?
A bad follow-up, I'm sad to say. I checked it out recently. Not good.
And it was really hyped up, like it was like, you know, it's like, you know, you're expecting a pattern, but instead it's just like,
Well, you know, how are you supposed to beat that? 6 and 7.
yeah.
They reset. 9 is very good. 10 is very good. People make fun of it a little bit, but I think it's great.
Yeah.
I'd love to play Final Fantasy X sometime. If we ever get a PlayStation 2 up here.
Do you have a PlayStation 2?
Yes. Well, I have a PS3 that can play PlayStation 2 games.
Well, I have a PlayStation 2 if you want to use that.
Oh yeah, we can set it up in here and play a little Final Fantasy X. I would love to talk about that game. That's a game with talking though, so we're gonna have to see what it's like for us to sit through a game like that on the stream.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I felt like it's really just like games like Mystic Quest that we could just like whatever with the dialogue.
Yeah. So people in the chat are saying No Man's Sky is a hyped up game.
Oh, right. That was a really hyped up game, wasn't it? I think Spore was a really hyped up game.
Yeah. Somebody said Spore.
Okay, yeah. Mirror's Edge was one of those hyped up games. I didn't play any of these.
I hear about a lot of games like being like critically hyped up. Isn't Starfield kind of full of hot air? That one everyone's playing right now? Bethesda.
It looks kind of shitty. I watched a little of it. It doesn't look like amazing. It looks like just like one of those games, one of those like cinematic-y games.
Yeah.
With terrible voice acting. Right?
Yeah. One of our faves. One of our favies. It's a Bethesda game and all that entails. Yeah, I don't really know what that entails, but it looks like a shitty game to me.
I'm like bored just watching like 2 minutes of that. Like,
yeah.
This isn't for me.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, yeah, we've decided it's bad.
And yeah, I suppose I can sense that it has been overhyped.
Mm-hmm.
Watching it is like, this is what is getting so much attention.
So what is it about it? that you think? Is it how extensive the worlds are?
What is about
About these games that people play them and really want to hype them up.
I don't know, like No Man's Sky is like, I guess, a game where you're supposedly able to access like an entire universe of planets, and from what I understand, it was just like really shitty, that like everything was like, you know, the same or something. Like it's it's like exploring a completely empty game, basically, like with just like a few different types of thing that you can encounter. It's not like a seriously like imaginative universe that's being generated.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like, well, I didn't play it, but I think it's just like a generated game that's like not that good, not what you'd imagine, right? Because that's what's exciting about it in the first place, is that you're imagining something like really cool. Like, what if you go to this planet, is just like this completely new thing that no one's ever talked about before. Like, there's like a city, or like there's like a, you know, things try to kill you, or I don't know, like I'm sure there are things like that, but from what I saw, it was just like, I don't know, it looks like procedurally generated wildlife. It didn't look like much. It was just like critters that had like different features cycling, you know?
Yeah, but it's like an impressively generated, like it's technically impressive, like how much detail there is.
I don't know. I feel like we should get off this because I didn't play it. I just know that it didn't live up to its expectations, so I'm like guessing why.
We're guessing why it's bad. My favorite game. We're guessing why it's bad. At the end of the night. Can somebody please make a recording with their band of the guessing why it's bad theme? We're gonna need one of those. I'll do it. I'll make like a little shitty keyboard riff for it, like. We're guessing why it's bad at the end of the night. Oh, why is it bad? I think it's bad because it's just some shit, and it's just some shit. I saw it on a video. It looked like some shit. And that's why I guess it's bad. That's why I guess it's
We're guessing why it's bad. Why it's so sad. I think I saw a video.
I can't imagine a world where it's good. I just can't. It's out of my scope. Incomprehensible to me because I'd be jealous if it existed. And that's the reason it's bad. Ba-bum.
Yeah. Why was it bad? We're guessing why it's bad.
We're guessing why it's bad. It's probably wrong, but we're guessing, so we're right.
What else is like really hyped up and we can guess why it's bad, because we totally didn't play a lot of games, so we can guess why they're bad.
Guess why they're bad. Okay. Let me think. I need a game that I have a pretty good guess of why it's bad. Red Dead Redemption 2. We're guessing why it's bad, Joe, me and you. Oh, we're guessing like it's bad, why it's bad at the end of the night. Begin.
It's bad because it's like it's just like too much game. It's like, give me my life back.
Yeah,
right?
like it's just brown, like there's nothing on the screen except brown because you're running through just a field of where there's no growth. It's just red.
Yeah.
It's just reddish brown, like Mars colored earth. And then you're on your horse and you're seeing you from behind. And it's just like galloping on your horse.
Yeah.
And then like every once in a while you see like the sunset over the prairie in the distance. But then you like run up against a guy and then there's like a cutscene of the guy being like, I saw them going that way. Yeah, about 3 days journey. Well, I should be on my way. And then maybe there's a picture of a map and you look at that for a while. And then you dismount from your horse and now you've got a gun and you're just like running around and it's like, you know, following you. You like left your horse like really, really far away. And then like you run into the middle of the woods and you're like ambushed by bandits who are like, I don't know what the fuck they're hiding behind, a mesa or something, some land formation. They're like, you can see them coming up from like the horizon. You can see like land formations and you have to like look and see if there's any evidence of like bandits around. If you don't look, then they can jump up on you and they're like very, you know, then you're stuck in a real-time battle with them. You have to like shoot them with your gun. Maybe you have some other moves, like maybe you have a blade. Like I feel like this game is not just like a straight like, you know, pistols as weapons kind of game, right? Am I wrong? I mean, obviously you could have like a shotgun, but I feel like you could also have some like crazy tech too, or you could have a blade.
I guess. So this game is overhyped, you think?
Oh, right. We're talking about why it's bad. We're not just guessing what it's like. We're guessing what it's like at the end of the night. All right. Red Dead Redemption sucks because unlike the original game, which was just basically just the straight adventure that I just described, this one kind of assumes that like you want to like jump between planets that have different like Wild West, like different worlds that are like all procedurally generated like towns and shit, whereas the first game was just like there were like 10 towns, there were like, you know, 200 towns or whatever the fuck there would be in a game of this scale. But in the new one you're kind of like moving through reality, so there's like a limitless number of towns, which is like, you know, that really lacks the identity that the towns of the first game had. Like none of them really seem like real civilizations. They'll be like, you know, some like there'd be like some guy who's in charge in every town, and like a lot of the time it's a bartender, a lot of the time it's a sheriff, but like there's somebody whose town it is basically, and that shit gets procedurally generated in the second one, which really like does not compare to like, you know, the awesome like outlaws with hearts of gold that the original had in all of their towns. The character of the town is like obviously a formula, and they turn up the dial on like, you know, whether your town is like, you know, plagued by bandits, whether your town has like a problem with disease, whether they're trying to burn down the school, whether like what other problems are there in towns, all kinds of problems because it's the Wild West, right? Not a lot of resources between towns, all kinds of terrible things happening in those towns, but like it's just like a bunch of dials that they turn up and down, and it's like totally randomly generated which ones you get. So you never like walk into a town feeling like, man, this is a town with a lot of problems and I'm the only one who can fix them, which is the feeling that the original Red Dead Redemption would give you. And that was what was so like, you know, so lasting in people's minds about that game, and why they were excited when they heard there was going to be a sequel. But like, unfortunately, they gave way too much over to the idea that the West could be forever expansive. The point of the West is that it's not forever expansive. There is a limit to how much land there is, and that's why these people are killing each other. So when you introduce this like idea that like the West goes on forever into like the entire galaxy, well, what are we fighting over this for? I'm just gonna hop over to another planet and get my land there. There has to be a Pacific Ocean at some point where the West ends. Otherwise, it doesn't feel like the West. So that's what they really didn't understand about the sequel, and that's why it's bad. Somebody's saying they forgot about the horses. I don't know if they mean that or not. Do you have any other thoughts on why Red Dead Redemption is bad? Oh, what about Animal Crossing New Horizon?
I talked to someone. Well, actually, I played that game. I played it with someone who thought it was a huge letdown. Like, she said that the previous one, New Leaf for 3DS, had like so much more shit. And like Nintendo like would just like over time for the new one, they like over time release shit. And it's like this game came with all this shit.
All right, you've got a pretty informed view about the game. Like you heard it from somebody who was expecting more.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good guess. I would guess that that's actually why it's bad.
Yeah. I played it a little bit. I'm not a huge Animal Crossing fan. I played the one for GameCube and DS, but the 3DS one was like the last one I got. I didn't get the Wii one or anything.
No, I was just like, am I gonna be indebted to this guy for a house with every game? I'd like a real house. You know, I'd like, it's very, very hard to get a real house. And it's just as hard in Animal Crossing as it is in real, well, no, it's way easier in Animal Crossing because if you put in the time, you're guaranteed to get it, right? With a real house, that's not even the case. So I was just like, it would make me too sad to pay off my house in Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Without having a real house.
Yeah.
No interest loans. Oh, so it is better than getting a real mortgage. But the downside is that you don't live in a real house.
Yeah, you have a fake house full of like fake furniture.
And like, you know, it's like a little treasure box is what it is. It's a collection. A digital collection, right?
Mm-hmm.
But collecting things inside a house, that rules. Squirreling away real things, oh, I love doing that. What do you think? Should we call it a night?
Sure.
Let's all wish Joe a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Joe. I'm glad to know you. I'm glad to have spent these 35 years with you. And I can't wait for 35 more years of recording this show with you.
Okay, sure.
It feels like we've been recording it since the day we were born. 4 years apart. What?
It kind of does feel that way, yeah.
Yes. This is the culmination of our efforts as siblings. And thanks for watching, everybody. And yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do one on next Wednesday when I'm traveling. We'll figure out some stupid ass computer game to play. I think it'll be really fun. All right.
I would really prefer if you would be quiet.
Okay. Good night, everybody.